San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, Victor Wembanyama has become the first ever unanimous NBA Defensive Player of the Year. He's also the youngest to ever do it. In other Spurs news, after a tiebreaker with the Raptors, they're going to take the 20th pick in this year's NBA draft. This is all part of the old DeJounte Murray trade. Speaking of the Spurs, Game 2 tonight with Portland at the Frost Center set for 7 o'clock. In other NBA news, the Atlanta Hawks evened up the series with the Knicks, 107-106. The Cavs are up 2-0 over the Raptors, and Minnesota took down Denver 119-114 to even the series. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Morning, everybody! How we doing? It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal AJ. Right here to my left, as always. What a fine looking get up you got here today. I didn't even notice it till just now.
What?
I'll be damned.
What a fine looking get up.
Yeah.
You know, there's a fine line between being dressed and costumed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people say that, I'm like, I'm in a costume.
Rob looks like Rip from Yellowstone.
Yeah, I was going to say. He does. He always wears black.
I'm down with that.
You just need a black hat. That's
I'm going to take y'all to the train station.
That's right.
I missed that show.
I know.
But I thank you, sir. Good morning to you.
Did the new one start?
There's a bunch of new ones. There's like 15 spin-offs.
There's one with like Michelle Pfeiffer.
I saw Marshall's already, and it's pretty good.
I haven't watched a single minute of one of those spin-offs.
Yeah, it's pretty
no,
good.
Me either. I have no desire to go
I know
there.
there's one with Beth and Rip. I'm
down with that one.
It's called the Dutton Ranch, I believe.
What channels are going to be on?
I think it's Prime Video.
They got to put. I'm telling you, man, they've got a real opportunity here to move this thing onto a platform where they can show boobies and like.
Oh wait, it's on Peacock.
Because I think impure thoughts about that redheaded sister.
Yeah, I'm saying there's lots of
impure
of
thoughts going on there. I have to go to confession.
They could do. But yeah, they should spice it up a little bit. If I were making that show, I'd spice it up.
I'm all for the spice up part of it, but I do appreciate the compliment, I guess.
And that's Victor Brown. You hear his voice on the other side. Good morning, Victor Brown. How are you, friend? How are you?
Okay. How was your drive in?
It was moist.
It wasn't as bad as I thought, but I was blocked off. I had a couple of routes that had been the barricades.
You didn't try to go your back way, did you?
No, I've learned.
Okay,
I'm not learned, but I know that place floods. No, I had to go down the stoplight ridden.
Yeah. I without fail, any day that it's raining like this or really cold or icy, my fuel light's going to come on.
That's true.
It is without fail. It's like, time to get gas, dude. And I'm like, no, not now.
And I know better. I know when I get out of the car, like, crap, next time I get in, I'm going to have to get gas. But I forget until I get back in. I'm like, oh, man.
I honestly don't think about gas till the light pops on.
Well, dude, you know me. When I have to get gas, I have to get gas.
Oh, I know. You have to take out a payday
loan. The light coming on is just a friendly reminder to me. I know how much. Well, see, I've got a new car. I don't know how far I can go yet.
Yes.
But I like to. I'll push that thing to about 2 miles because I know it's downhill to the gas station.
Yeah. It does feel like whenever something is bad with the weather, that's when I've got to get gas.
Well, at least you allow yourself a buffer. But so you had to get gas, or was it like your OCD is I don't let it get below the light?
Yeah, I don't want it. Like once the light's on, I make myself get gas because if I pretend the light's not on, then the next time I'll pretend again, and it's a bad habit to get into. So
that's
I don't
the
like
habit
to do that.
I live with. It's live by the seat of your pants because you never know. I could run out of gas now.
I mean, well, that's why you when your battery's dying, you'll jump it 5 times before getting a new one because you're just like, oh,
I'm going to squeeze every bit.
There's one more drop of juice in this.
So speaking of, I'm in line to get gas the last time I'm there. You don't have to lift the hose up to get the last drop of gas out of the nozzle. You ever seen people do that?
That's insignificant.
No,
No,
the
it
meter
doesn't
is
work.
in the handle.
Yeah.
It's not somewhere else. There's not more gas in the hose
That's not
after
gonna
it
make a
cuts
difference.
off inside the machine. The meter is actually in the handle. It's stopped. And you see people hold the hose up, and I get it. You're trying, for this amount of money, you're trying to get the last little drop out of.
Yeah.
But don't
No.
do that, because that doesn't give you anything extra. There's no more gas coming out. Like, oh, that little, I take the notch. I take 0.1% free. No, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
So, and I'm watching this guy
Not that
lift the hose up over his head and shake it like there's some more gas going to shake out of the hose into his tank. No, brother, that's not it. That's not how it works.
I may live in flea bottom, but I'm not that.
Well, I
You
get
know,
it, man.
Like, I just go. I don't care.
I get it. You're paying $4.50, $4.75 a gallon. I'm shaking it too if it works, but that's not it, man. That's not how it works.
That feels like some San Antonio stuff.
Dude, I
like,
watched him shake it, and I'm
unfortunately.
like, do you really think there's more gas in the hose? Really?
Yes.
Did you see the story on this? This chick sitting in jail?
She's in jail.
Is she? I heard she's an escort. Is that what's up? Is that why
I
she's in
haven't
jail?
watched it. It's floating around my socials, and I have not taken the time to check the interview. But I've seen her sitting in some jailhouse whites.
I know.
Behind some barbed wire.
They interviewed her from jail.
What the hell?
That's more San
It's
Antonio.
the most San Antonio thing of all time.
Man, that's
Writing
not
lyrics from behind bars.
Yeah.
the way it works.
She's going to be singing halftime the national anthem if we play Game 6 or Game 7.
Oh,
She'll
God,
be-
that'd be so great.
I'll roll her ass out.
Can we bail her out?
Now she'll just do it via Zoom, live from the Bear County Detention Center.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not, yeah, there's some San Antonio stuff there, Bubba. Some San Antonio stuff there. Man, what a day we've got planned for you, friends. We're gonna talk some nonsense. We're gonna talk some sporting match games. The Spurs get underway for Game 2 tonight, and if last night was any indication,
You look out.
be careful. Don't fall asleep. Don't think you got things under control, because the Knicks and the Nuggets found out quickly that you can blow it.
I don't know about you, but I'm a huge T-Wolves fan today.
Oh,
I'm
man.
all in. I'm gonna go buy myself an AE jersey.
Yeah, if you're a Spurs fan, you might want to be paying close attention, and you might want to. And dude, if you watch, did you watch any of this game?
Yeah, I watched all I could.
You watched the first quarter of that game. I thought the Nuggets were going to win by 100.
Well, Jamal Murray was spectacular last night.
They were up at one point in the first quarter. They were up by like 17 points, and Joker had gone 0 for 1 from the field.
Yeah, he was
he was a non-factor offensively, and they were because they made every three. They were getting fouled on every three, and it was going in. And it was like, this is going to be one of the biggest blowouts.
At home, like no less for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it was but there's always another run.
And they blew it. And before that, the Knicks had a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter and blew it and lose to the Hawks.
You know, this is so they lost in the most Nick way possible.
Well, your boy Jalen Brunson is
victim.
exactly what I thought he was.
He's a victim defensively. Just a victim.
You know what?
You're a real crumb bum.
You're a real crumb bum, Jalen Brunson.
I don't understand a couple of things that Mike Brown did. And the thing he's taken a bunch of heat for is kind of a 50-50 thing. Whether you call a timeout or let the defense set, or you just let them play out and hope your guys are smart enough through all the coaching we've done to make the right decision. You know, and he didn't call the timeout, and it ends up with Mikal Bridges taking the shot, really the third option on the court. And he's taking a lot of heat today, and that's an ongoing debate.
Yeah.
But some of the substitution patterns that Mike Brown threw out yesterday were strange. And at some point, you have to realize that offense doesn't always match the defense. Just because your dude can score doesn't mean you can allow the dude that he's guarding to score constantly as well. And Jalen Brunson was a victim last night in the fourth quarter. Just whoever he picked up, that's where the ball went.
Yeah, I generally watch his games with like an eye toward like I know this guy sucks. He's going to find a way to prove me right. And then last night he did.
Offensively, he was he wasn't
even that good there.
I'm saying offensively, he was a focal point of the defense, but defensively, he was a victim.
Yeah.
I mean, just at some point, Coach, you're going to have to realize that you're going to just have to find buckets another place. Let Karl Anthony do something and sit him down.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns was the best player on their team last night.
Didn't 2 shots in the fourth quarter.
Yep, very, very strange.
That fell on Mike Brown, man. Well, I'm no fan of the Knicks, and I actually felt like Atlanta had a fighting chance, but I didn't think it would be because of missteps by the Knicks. I just felt like Atlanta had a chance because they were just big and fast.
Yeah, well, we got 2 series now that seem interesting. The Cavs series is over. The Raptors are dead. They stink. Yeah, they're not nearly as good. I mean, Cleveland is also balling, so kudos to them.
James Harden yet again.
I know.
Man. I hate that.
I know. I hate it too. I hate it too. I want him to fail so hard, but I do like the rest of that Cavs team though. Like I like Evan Mobley. I used to not like Donovan Mitchell. I think I didn't like Donovan Mitchell because he played for the Jazz for so long. And now I'm coming on around to, like, I don't have to hate Donovan Mitchell as much as I used to.
I love watching him. I can't help, whenever I see Donovan Mitchell play, and gosh, he is just an athletic, just whiz. I always felt like, dude, you should have played football.
Oh, yeah?
You know, that dude put him as a running back or a tight end at his 6'4" size, and he could jump out. I felt like, dude, you'd be a superstar if you decided to play football. But offensively, he's a good guy. I mean, I just never felt like he was a champion. I just felt like,
I don't either.
You know what I mean?
I don't either. And that's why I try to not let myself get invested in this Cavaliers team because I think in general they have a bunch of stat monsters.
Yeah.
Like they've got a bunch of guys who are going to put up big numbers, but they're all in the end they're all losers.
Yeah, I mean, you quantify loser and not winning a championship, but yeah, I always felt like Mitchell would almost rather get 30 than a W.
Yeah,
you know, and
James Harden is the king of that.
Yeah.
So it's you pair those guys.
It's like two negatives make a positive.
But right now they look good. Right now they look good. And right now, if you paired them up against the Pistons, I would take the Cavs. Seem like they're playing better ball than the Pistons.
I'll tell you, that might be the most interesting game of the night.
Yeah,
Detroit. I mean, you expect the Spurs to go on and do Spur things, even though we saw last night that might not be enough, just because you are playing in the playoffs against good basketball teams. But Detroit is in the midst of it, and this is one of those existential moments as to who the hell are we? 11 straight opening playoff losses at home. I mean, just who the hell are we?
Well, they don't play till tomorrow, so they got one more day to think about it. But the Blazers and the Spurs game 2 tonight. Sixers Celtics game 2 tonight. I mean, Sixers better show some sign of life.
All you need to know is Embiid playing or not?
Yep. And Rockets Lakers is the extra late
game. That's
game.
the existential game of the night for us. Then the Rockets. Who the hell are we?
That game tips at 9:30 p.m.
On
a Tuesday night. What are we doing?
What are you doing, NBA? Give it to another channel. Let us decide and put them both on. Don't. You're cutting your nose off to spite your face. I get the singularity, and NBC spent a lot of money on this. But throw it on one of your lesser networks, NBC. I mean, my God, we want to see these games. I didn't see the end of the Timberwolves Nuggets game. Who did? And if you're on the East Coast, my God, it's still 2 a.m. in the morning.
Well, that's the problem. Is like the NBC they put the Sixers Celtics game on NBC Sports Network, which is their lesser channel.
They have another one. They have a couple. I mean, there's other channels they could choose from, but give us a choice.
But that's the early tip, and this is their mistake. The Spurs game should be on NBC Sports tonight because it starts at 7. The Sixers Celtics, which, by the way, the Celtics are the biggest brand of these 4 teams: Blazers, Spurs, Sixers, Celtics.
There's a lot of rooftops up there.
The Sixers and the Celtics that's the 2 biggest brands. So you would want them on your big station.
At their prime, whatever their prime time is, they should be tipping at 8 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah.
That should be where you go.
So that should be the first tip on your big channel is Sixers Celtics. You put Spurs Blazers on NBC Sports at 7. And then when the first game ends, when the Sixers Celtics in on NBC, you immediately go to Rockets Lakers. Which, by the way, the Lakers is your other mega brand that you've got access to. Instead, they are waiting until the Spurs game that starts at 7, waiting until it ends to put it on the same. They've just messed up. They don't know what they're doing.
They're not.
They need to put me in charge, Rob.
Well, I don't think they're stupid. There's got to be some sort of a contractual obligation to this because no one wants to advertise on the Laker game that's going to be running at 1:30 in the morning on the East Coast where no one's going to see, but you're going to have to pay national prices for this.
Well, think about, and I'm so glad I'm not in this category anymore, but imagine being a Rockets fan.
Oh, shoot,
you live in Central Time. You got to stay up late for the. Oh my
9:45 tip.
Ugh.
And come on, NBA.
What are we doing?
Well, they've signed. They signed something they shouldn't have because this is dumb.
Want every West Coast. I want every West Coast team out of the playoffs immediately.
Well, that could
as
happen.
of today. Get them out of here.
Well, it's the Rockets to do their part. We're doing our best. I can tell you that.
No basketball will be played west of San Antonio.
Well, let's go Minnesota. We got to be Minnesota fans.
Yes,
have them take care of it, and Rocket fan.
That's right. And well,
then we'll be the late game from here on out.
I know, unless Phoenix somehow beats the Thunder.
That ain't going to
happen. I didn't even want to ask for that. That's absurd. All right, we got a lot to talk about. There's a new reigning, defending, undisputed, umaminous defensive player of the year.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he stands alone on the mountaintop. We'll talk about that next. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Be very careful as you head out and about. Slow your roll. We've got a lot of slick streets and closures due to some overnight flooding. So 35 Frontage Road, northbound, southbound, Crossbank Center to Benz-Engelman, that is closed. Also on 90 eastbound, westbound on the Frontage Road, Military to Callahan, closed with some flooding. On 35 southbound, that off-ramp to Walsham, exit ramp is closed. And we've also got another closure at 35 southbound, the off-ramp to Casson Road. So, again, lots of flooding, lots of high water in areas. Just please be very careful as you head out and about. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
If someone in your family served, you may be eligible for reduced tuition at American Public University because military service opens doors and education can open the next one. Learn more at apu.apus.edu/military.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215215. That's SPARK to 215215. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
Have pain? Have chronic pain? Low back pain, knee pain, neck pain, or shoulder pain, I can help. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we get to the root of your pain. We don't just give pain medications, we do the proper investigation to see what is the root cause, and it's covered by your insurance. Reduce your medication, avoid surgery, and get rid of pain for good. Call for your free evaluation. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, where we get to the root cause of your problem. 210-468-1891.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
The real struggle might have been getting to 65 games. But I'm super, super happy to win this award and actually super proud to be the first ever unanimous.
There he is, your unanimous Defensive Player of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Hector Banana Bread himself.
Yeah, forgot about that.
I can't believe that didn't stick. That was such a great. That would have been a great nickname, Hector Banana Bread.
We don't see no jerseys with.
I know. It really that is a.
My thought was when he won this thing, all I could think of is, where do you start scoring 35 a night?
Oh, yeah. Oh man.
I mean,
the sky is the limit, and the way people, the national media talks about it, like Iman Shumpert, who I guess is now national media.
Yeah, he's full on ESPN.
Yeah, but he was just talking about how he's never seen anything like this. This guy is changing basketball, and every once in a while, these guys come along that do kind of
Shaq. They change the rules.
Basketball.
They changed the rules for Shaq. I go back to watching Shaden Sharp in Game 1, dribbling down the lane and turning the corner and seeing Wemby, and his eyes bugged out. I mean, he just couldn't believe what he was looking at and where he was, and. I think that's the entire NBA. You think you understand it, and then you go play against them, and you walk off the court going, I have no answer for what I just saw. Like, I am not enough. You know, like what I used to think I was good at, I'm not good at that anymore because I just saw better.
Like the fact that in Game 1 they were 0 for 11 when Wemby was the primary defender. Nobody scored. No one scored a single point against Wemby.
These are
in a playoff game.
These are the best basketball player that most of the people they've ever met.
Yeah,
and went over. They've never had a night like this in their entire lives. Yeah. And watching that, I get the fact that he is that players that play against him that finally see it walk off the court, going, well, the game's changed. And like you said, it only happens every 10, 15 years or so, and we happen to have the guy that's doing it.
Yep, it's a pretty cool thing to see. The first ever unanimous Defensive Player of the Year.
Which I found kind of interesting when you think over the annals. There's been some dudes that
I know.
Like Bill Russell was never unanimous. Well, they probably didn't have Defensive Player of the Year for Bill Russell now that I think about it, because there are guys that are defensive icons that you go, yeah. But unanimous, yeah, I get it. I get the fact that Wemby's the first, though. You'd have thought in over 85 years somebody else would have done it, or at least qualified for such things. But I'll tell you, nobody's ever had a greater effect on the league defensively than he has.
Yeah, I would have thought that that this was like I don't know. I figured there was plenty of guys that had done this, and no, that's pretty wild.
And you could tell that was his goal. It wasn't to win DPOY, because that seemed fairly obvious. So they had to set the goal at what you're chasing is immortality. What you're chasing is unanimous. No one will ever beat it. It is immortal. And that's the kind of goal you have to set for yourself when you're 7'5" and gifted by God these skills.
The fourth Spur to win the Defensive Player of the Year award. Can you name them?
I think Alvin Robertson probably got it. I'm sure David might have gotten it at some point.
Kawhi?
Kawhi, certainly. That's
them. That's the three. Isn't it kind of wild that Tim never won Defensive Player of the Year?
Right. Again, the problem with a lot of what Tim's stats are, and he goes down, and rightfully so, and I've got silver and black to the core, but this is not myopic, the greatest power forward of all time. But a lot of the time, defensively,
well, he's a rim protector.
Tim played the center position in a lot of the time, because most of the time after David, and even with David played power forward and Tim played center, even though that's not how they were listed. And then Tim spent a lot of his time playing with guys like Tiago Splitter and Fab Oberto and Rasho Nesterovic, all these kind of point centers, the hub to the spoke, the passing 10 feet away from the basket center that really made Tim play a lot of center basketball. Yeah. And because of that, he was guarding guys that were getting buckets. And he's a great team defender, but man on man, he was just really good. Not Defensive Player of the Year quality, but really good.
What if I told you that no player in NBA history received votes for NBA Player of the Year in more seasons than Tim Duncan?
Oh, I believe that.
15 seasons he got votes.
Oh, I believe that.
But he never got a vote higher than third. So it's just a weird anomaly. He was always a great defender, just never the best.
Yeah, and I'm sure he took great pride in that too, because he wasn't gifted physically.
The guy that honestly, when I heard he was the first unanimous, the first guy I thought of was, and not that this guy is the greatest of all time, but it felt like there was there was a run where, like, the mid to late 90s, I guess even into the early aughts, where Dikembe Mutombo was so dominant of a shot blocker. It felt like he won this award every year, and he did. He won it 4 times. Mm-hmm. I would have just assumed that he would have been unanimous at some point.
Michael was always getting Defensive Player of the Year. Detroit had one dude after another that had Defensive Player of the Year. Ben Wallace was in that era too, so yeah, that's why I didn't think it happened often. But I did think at some point in the NBA's history there were guys like Manute that would, throwing 4 blocks a game. This has happened before, but they weren't unanimous because they were just a threat right there. Where Wemby is this looming threat 18 feet in, where you never know where he is, and he could be right there. Mutombo didn't have great feet. He was just really, really tall.
He blocked all the shots.
Yeah, Mark Eaton the same way with Utah prior to that. They didn't have great, and right now Gobert, not great feet, but just really good within 4 feet of the basket. Wemby can come get your stuff from 18 feet away. You don't know where the hell he is, and he just appears like Batman when you turn the corner, like Shumpert talked about the other day. So We've never seen anything like it, and before it's done, this is going to be the Wembanyama Trophy. This is just what it's going to be, because barring any kind of just catastrophic rule change, which I don't know how you could rule change away what he's capable of doing, I don't see how you change what just seems imminent. There's just nobody that's done it like this ever before.
I think if he can stay healthy, there is going to be a...
Always, you qualify that. But, Shaq, they said, all right, you can play a zone, because if we don't, my God, I mean, he'll foul every team out. So we have to change the rules to allow a little bit of zone action. I don't know what you would do to fix what Wemby's capable of defense unless you attach him. You could never leave your guy be more than 3 feet away from your defender or something like that, or your offensive match where, they force you into a man coverage and you cannot leave it. I don't know what the hell you do, because literally he's changed the game. You cannot score in the paint unless he's on the bench or trailing behind by 20 feet.
There are there's several guys who have won back-to-back of these awards. If he stays healthy, I think we're talking about, we could see a run of 5.
Oh, minimum.
Only one player's ever won it 3 times in a row. That was Dwight Howard. Surprisingly, that he's the one that would have done. I mean, he was. Don't get me wrong, but I would have thought Gobert or Rodman or Hakeem, but no.
How many times did Eaton win it?
2.
Was it 2 in a row?
No.
2 out of 3 or something like that?
It was 1985 and 1989.
Oh, wow, 4-year difference. But in that span, he was just a stiff. I mean, all he did was block shots. But
he was in the top 5 of the voting: 84, 85, 87, 88, 89, and 90.
Yeah.
So almost every year.
I felt like he was Defensive Player of the Year every year there for a while. But nobody has ever done it like this, because he can also defend you man up on the dribble. He's capable of poking the ball away and going the other direction for a layup like a point guard, and can block anything within 15 feet.
Yeah.
If you give him a step, he can go get just about any shot possible.
Well, as of yesterday, he was the best defensive player in the league that didn't have a Defensive Player of the Year award, and now he does, which is crazy that he's only in year 3 and he's already reached that level of. Now who's the best guy who hasn't won one now? Anthony Davis or Chet Holmgren? I guess it depends on what you. It depends on how you look at it. Anthony Davis probably all time.
Holmgren is first runner-up until further notice.
Yeah,
until Wemby's not there, it'll be Holmgren.
Yeah, that Anthony Davis never won one is pretty wild too.
He's when healthy and playing.
Yeah,
solid
I guess that's probably
15 games a year.
That's probably his biggest problem, is being out on the floor. All right, let's take a break. We got plenty more we'll talk about. We'll hear more from Wemby a little bit later on. But we got a lot to discuss today. I watched a movie yesterday with my wife. I couldn't sleep, so I woke up and we watched a movie together. I got to tell you, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'll tell you about it next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Be very careful as you head out and about. Slow your roll. We've got a lot of slick streets and closures due to some overnight flooding. So 35 Frontage Road, northbound, southbound, Frostbank Center to Ben Zengelman, that is closed. Also on 90 eastbound, westbound on the Frontage Road, Military to Callahan, closed with some flooding. On 35 southbound, that off-ramp to Walsham, exit ramp is closed. And we've also got another closure at 35 southbound, the off-ramp to Casson Road. So, again, lots of flooding, lots of high water in areas. Just please be very careful as you head out and about. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Once you dabble in Taco Bell's Luxe Boxes, including the $5, $7, and $9 box with its triple-double crunch wrap, you might think dinner includes a chauffeur. It doesn't. However, it does include a drink. Choose your Luxe Box at Taco Bell today. For a limited time while supplies last. Specialty drinks excluded. Tax extra.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
All right, our Sports Star crew, listen up. If you want to keep winning in life like our San Antonio Spurs do on the court, head over to Game Day Men's Health. Cibolo Shirts or Alamo Ranch, the roster stacked with all-stars just like our Spurs. Experts trained in hormonal health, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Why go to the G League when you can take your talents straight to the top, baby? Whether you're tired all the time, you've got low energy, maybe you've got some weight gain or the brain fog, maybe you need a little help in the bedroom. I'm not here to judge. They've got you covered. Their Hall of Fame team and services like testosterone replacement and peptide therapies will get you back in the game. Located in Alamo Ranch, or choose the Cibolo Shirts location on I-35 and 3009 across the highway from HEB. Call 830-376-9100 or visit GameDayMen'sHealth.com and book your appointment today. Win back your health, win back your life. It's game day. Let's go. That's 830-376-9100.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEBNOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and 0 calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
It's Deck Days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagle, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I'm telling you, our national anthem. I think we need to send out the word. Let the sheriff know we need her for about 15 minutes. tonight.
Right
after chow.
Yeah, please. Let her out just for a little bit.
Just give her a mic. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I watched a movie yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
But, it's that time of year where I'm going to be watching a lot of basketball. And not only that, I'm watching hockey, too. She's really annoyed by me. But so I couldn't sleep yesterday. So I said, I woke up I think the rain was waking me up. And really, the rain bothers especially thunder, bothers my dogs.
Oh, yeah.
So
my dogs were all scared.
They're restless, and they're keeping me awake.
Dude.
And
not me.
So I went and watched a movie with my wife.
What time? What you act like this was?
It's like 2:30, 3 o'clock. And this movie, Send Help.
Yeah. What did you think? You think it was going to be good?
I thought it was like a thriller. I thought it was like a scary kind of. This was a clown movie.
Yeah, it was it's a woman power movie.
It's a farce. Oh, I guess I didn't take it as a woman power movie. I just thought it was absurd. And I kind of got a feeling really early on in the movie that okay.
Now this is the one where they get trapped on the island, right?
Yeah. And I should have known it was ridiculous when they worked really hard at the beginning to make Rachel McAdams look
ugly,
unattractive.
Yeah, see, she went feral in the desert on the island.
Yeah, as soon as when she was living in New York City, she was ugly.
Had zits and
and then she gets into a horrific plane accident
with a boss that has downgraded her
and lives on an island for 3 weeks, and suddenly is a smoke show. I don't know how you get better looking when you're abandoned on an island for 3 weeks, but it was maybe, and it kept getting dumber and dumber and dumber, and you were like, no, they're not going to do that, and they did, and it's like, what a stupid movie.
Rotten Tomatoes has 93% on it.
Does it really?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
It's like I said, it's a girl power movie.
See, I watched that. I watched the other day, The Housemaid, and I thought I liked that movie, and and also that movie had Sydney Sweeney's boobies. So as a caveat, it did have Sydney Sweeney's boobies in it. But I did like that movie.
That has 73% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Imagine that. A movie with Sydney Sweeney's boobies has a lower rating than that.
Than that other movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but
so it's kind of like a woman empowering movie as well, but it's way better done. This Send Help don't waste your time, people.
Well, yeah, that's why it disappeared so fast.
It's absurd.
There was a lot of pub. I remember trying to watch it for the first time on our magic box, and it was actually had been hand recorded in one of the theaters. So you
just got to switch the server.
Yeah. So this was been a month ago. It was literally it first hit the theaters, and I thought, or it first hit pay-per-view, and then since they've got the real version up there. Yeah, it's a pretty lousy movie. But at least you didn't. I mean, it's only about an hour and a half. It doesn't just drag on for 3 hours like the English Patient.
It felt like it lasted forever, and I was like, what? I looked at my wife with there was probably 20 minutes left in the movie. I said, what can be a reasonable ending to this movie? Like, what can happen where you're going to walk away satisfied? And she agreed. There was no appropriate way to finish the movie.
She had to kill him.
And the way that they did finish it was also absurd. I mean, it's the dumbest thing I've seen. Not the dumbest thing ever. It's just the dumbest thing I've seen in a long time.
You know, a lot of these movies, especially that go, well, actually this hit the theaters.
I know.
The ones that go to Netflix always seem to have a really good premise, but they just can't figure out how to end it.
No.
They just always seem to tail off. This one didn't even have a premise.
Official Yerd says, Send Help was entertaining, if nothing else. LOL, AJ, you're just hating. No, it was a waste of an hour and a half. It was ridiculous.
Shit, all the rain made me. I actually took a nap yesterday.
Dude, I crashed. Yeah. It was one of those glorious wake up and wonder what time of day it is kind of naps.
Yeah,
no nap today though.
No, it's gone.
We got a video conference.
I didn't even realize that.
A video conference for across the country.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Like what? This is just something now that's just getting added to our calendars.
Yeah, well,
I didn't get the invite.
Well, don't be upset with this one.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're lucky. You better check your calendar.
You can act like me. You can log in with my computer.
I didn't even know. I didn't know until this morning that I've been.
You never know anything till this
Well,
morning.
you do. We get these, random emails from people we don't know, and they're invites to meetings. Like,
yes.
Who is this?
I don't want to go to your meeting. I don't like meetings. I don't like parades.
If I'm off work at home before you even get to work.
And noon o'clock is right in the middle of our nap time.
It's like having everybody else in the country having their meeting. You know what? We're having a meeting at 7 p.m.
Oh, no, I do have it.
Yeah, welcome to the party, sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
Well, there went my plan.
Chris says, AJ, you should have watched the Astros. At least they won last night. Well, I'm not watching the Astros over playoff basketball, playoff hockey.
Yeah.
Astros been
this guy's
stinking it up
obviously
lately.
single.
Yeah, I got no time for that.
We only have so many hours a week that we can dedicate to our sports, either fandom or work for our case. And anything more than that, there's a price to pay. And I've gotten away with it's for work hunting for a long time. But even on off nights, she knows I know it's her remote.
Rob's not allowed to start liking hockey.
No.
I've been telling. Oh man, really? So these hockey playoff games are so good. He's like, oh yeah, there's no way I can't dive in. I can't work it in. He said he's too old to start liking hockey.
I'm too old to tell my wife I need to watch it. She won't buy it.
What if it got to be the Stanley Cup Finals?
There's been a lot of Stanley Cup Finals during our marriage. I think I've watched maybe 2 games. I mean, it's just she knows on off nights. Now, when and if the Spurs leave, then I can open up. Then there's some
open up the playbook
space,
a little bit.
Every other night schedule for the NBA is, and it's coming off of March Madness, coming off of the NFL. It's just.
Well, tell you're about to get into the dry season.
At that point, like I said, when there's openings in the calendar, then I can dive in. But until the Spurs are done, the calendar is full every other night.
All right, let's take a break. I do have some news for you guys. We've got some missions tickets that we're going to give away today for $2 Tuesday. Oh, you know what that means? $2 brewskis. It's beer and hot dogs, right?
Yeah, and we're sponsoring this. This is on our dime.
Oh, yeah.
This is the, San Antonio Sports Star Night.
Yeah, so go out there. We'll give away I've got a few 4-packs I'll give away today throughout the day, so stay tuned for that. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits 2. Then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Right now, I have 24 different units. I think that's 15 separate properties. I trust Ownwell with all my properties. I trust them to fight for me with the appraisal district as best as they can, and they've done a very good job. Ownwell is making my life more efficient, making me a better landlord. Using Ownwell, I've saved on average about $10,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text SAVE to 64,000. Text SAVE to 64,000. That's SAVE to 64,000.
I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Whether your pain started yesterday or years ago, we treat the root cause so you can feel real relief fast. No pills, no surgery. Most patients notice improvement in just one visit, and we accept most insurance plans. Stop waiting. Start feeling better. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Turns out, talk isn't cheap. Just talking about affordability doesn't make things affordable. Straight Talk's had the same price since 2009. Plus, their Gold plan includes a Walmart Plus membership and $20 in Walmart cash when you activate. That's more than just talk.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straightforward, always. Valid through May 17, 2026. $20 in Walmart cash for Straight Talk Gold or Platinum plan customers newly enrolling in Walmart Plus. Limit 1 per enrollment and account. Same price claim applies only to base monthly price of the $45 Straight Talk plan, beginning October 2009.
Ready to feel better this spring? At Synergenics and Low T Center, get TRT customized to your body and covered by insurance. This month, the men's testosterone test is free, plus huge savings on hormone testing and peptides. Book now at Synergenics.com.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
It's been a tough Saturday on the lake. I ordered swim trunks in this orange cream color, but it's actually more orange auburn. Oh, and it's swimwear. I probably can't even return these.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
Download to see if you qualify. Not all customers will qualify. Transfer fees may apply. No Albert subscription required. Albert is not a bank. Albert Instant Loans are issued by FinWise Bank, member FDIC. Not an actual client. Terms apply.
Kylie, what's wrong? I just got hit with a car repair bill. I'm behind on rent, and I feel like I can never save any money.
Have you tried the Albert app? Albert is your financial assistant, helping you find ways to save and create custom budgets to actually grow your money. Plus, you can get up to $10,000 for big expenses, or advance up to $1,000 fast when you need cash right away.
Albert can get me up to $10,000?
Exactly. Albert spots you in a pinch and helps you grow your money in the long run.
I'm downloading Albert right now.
Download the Albert app and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000 for whatever you need. The Albert app helps you budget better and save more money so you reach your financial goals faster. Download the Albert app right now and use promo code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000. Use code GAIN to borrow up to $10,000.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yerd says, you weren't supposed to walk away satisfied, AJ. It's a psychological thriller.
That was a bless your heart compliment right there.
A psychological thriller.
You wouldn't get such things, AJ.
Like Seven is a psychological thriller. The Silence of the Lambs is a psychological thriller. Yeah. Taxi Driver is a psychological thriller.
Do you have any movie from this century? I'm kidding.
Well, no, I mean you're right. Those are
named a bunch of great movies.
I'm just thinking of like great.
I don't think they make movies that quality anymore. So
they don't make them like they used to.
And this was a movie that took about a month to shoot on a desert island. The guys got to party for a couple of weeks and made a little bit of a check. I don't think anybody expected they were getting some sort of award out of that thing. It was a slap together movie that hit the theaters that made just enough profit to justify doing it.
I hated it. I thought it was a terrible movie. Terrible movie. But believe me, they're not sending their best. They're not sending their best. It's not their best. And also, I mean, would it have hurt for a little bit of boobies?
You knew. Did you expect Rachel McAdams? No.
What?
She set the precedent. That ain't gonna
What
happen.
makes a bad movie better? Everyone knows that.
Pauly Shore.
Yes. Yes. Everyone knows. We got this is not going to sell. How do we make it sell? Boobies. It's a tale as old as time.
Yeah. They were trying to achieve the PG-17.
No, they weren't, because they were saying all the naughty words and there was violence.
Was there cigarette smoking?
Someone got an eyeball poked out, yet somehow miraculously it healed immediately.
Like our president's ear.
No comment.
It's a miracle.
He is, in fact, Jesus. I saw a picture.
He was there.
He's
a doctor, or the photo was doctored.
That's right. He's a doctor.
That's right.
Heal thyself.
The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM, Floresville.
This report is sponsored by Burger King. Burger King has been working on the Whopper, and thanks to you, it's never tasted better. Flame grilled beef, crisp produce, and a perfectly toasted bun. Whether it's been weeks or years, come try the Whopper again for only $3.99 on Whopper Wednesday. Terms apply. Visit bk.com/terms.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Spring is here, and in South Texas, that means storms, wind, rain, and hail. If you've been hit by a storm or think you have damage, now is the time to contact Stevens Roofing and Solar at 210-785-0994. Don't put your trust in an out-of-town storm chaser. Stevens Roofing is a family-owned, locally based company who will be here for years to come. The team at Stevens Roofing and Solar will give you peace of mind when the storms come rolling in. Call 210-785-0994 for Stevens Roofing.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
Missions fans, celebrate Tuesdays for the Cultura at Wolf Stadium with AARP $2 Tuesdays. Presented by San Antonio Sports Star. $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more every Tuesday home game. Get your tickets at samissions.com.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Thank you to everyone who played in the sold-out 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament presented by Flight by Yingling. Now, imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs, and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DG Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Almost 90 years ago, Academy Sports and Outdoors was born right here in Texas. So we know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like beans don't belong in chili. It's called a feeder road. And how far really means how long. We've been your neighbor for generations. That's why we're adding Texas-sized deals across the store, only in Texas. If you happen to find a better price at a competitor, we'll beat it by 5%. Academy. Fun can't lose.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls,
No missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Some people reach a line and stop. Some hit a wall and turn around. Then there are the ones who cross the line, climb the wall, face obstacles, and turn them to their advantage. That's where we come in. We're the Next Rodeo. We design bold marketing that drives real growth. A creative partner for businesses ready to push forward beyond what's expected. The Next Rodeo. Learn more at thenextrodeo.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We still have a lot of flooding in areas, so just be very careful as you head out and about. On 35 Frontage Road, northbound, southbound, Frost Bank Center, over to 410 Ben Zengelman, closed with flooding from Salado Creek. Also 90 eastbound, westbound, Military to Callahan, closed with flooding from Leon Creek. And we do have that crash at 410 eastbound at Somerset that's taking up a left lane, now a 10-minute delay. Stop and go from Ray Ellison. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Wembanyama is the unanimous and youngest NBA Defensive Player of the Year. The Spurs play tonight at 7, taking on the Trailblazers for Game 2. The Timberwolves took care of the Nuggets last night, 119-114, and Brandon Aubrey, the Dallas Cowboy kicker, is the highest-paid kicker in NFL history.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi-yo! Good morning, everybody! Oh, someone called Vic Agüero.
I know, like, what?
Why?
¿Qué es eso, Vico?
I know, I'm not a güerito.
You know how you're a güero in San Antonio?
Yeah.
You know how you know you're one?
Oh.
Go to your favorite RMR, your favorite random Mexican food restaurant, and sit down and see what kind of tortilla they offer you with your meal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That is true.
If I'm really, really Mexican, they just give me corn.
If they offer you flour, if they say flour,
you look like a
you're
whitey.
güero.
No, I'm domesticated.
And if they look at you and go, oh, you're corn, right? They just expect, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See. But they look at me, flour, right?
Tortillas de
Extra
maíz.
butter? Yes, yes, thank you. Not too hot on the sauce. Flour tortillas.
I recently, I love Blanco Cafe.
Top notch.
One of my favorite spots I found in town, and it's such a.
Which one?
I don't know. I didn't know there was more than one.
There's an OG one downtown.
It's the one over there, like.
Is it on Blanco?
Off of I don't know where all I know is
I know which one you're talking.
You turn at Trinity and go down that road. What's that, McCullough?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go down that road.
I know
That's
where
the
you're
OG.
at.
You're OG.
Okay, yeah.
The original.
Yeah.
And I was doing something because I do love. I mean, when I get like tacos, I am happy to get if I get like a pastor or an asada taco, I prefer a corn tortilla.
Sometimes.
But I also love flour tortillas. Oh. And at Blanco Cafe, I take my enchiladas and put the cheese enchilada wrapped in a corn tortilla inside a flour tortilla and eat it like that.
That's a diabetic nightmare.
That's a double-decker right there.
That would be a little, for me, it's a little soft. I would need some crunch.
No, I don't need that crunch.
No, I get the flavor part of it, but I'm not ashamed to take flour. I'm proudly. Yes, I want flour.
Yeah. I'll eat both, but I prefer flour.
Well, there are certain places where I know I like the corn. I don't like them when they're spongy. I don't like spongy corn tortillas. Oh, yeah. But there are certain places that aren't, and I'll get them there. But if it's a
rubbery,
I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's not and I know a lot of people do. That's just not for me. I always go flour.
A couple people mentioned they found rats at Blanco Cafe.
That's the flavor.
That's why it tastes good.
That's why you go to Hole in the Wall for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, you ain't going to get that.
I've eaten worse.
Yeah. You ain't going to get flavor like that at some non-ratty restaurant, I can tell you that much. Ain't no way. If a place doesn't have rats, they ain't cooking
They haven't
real
been open
food,
long
though.
enough.
Yeah, that's right. That means they're recycling through. You know why? Their restaurant sucks.
It tells me they got fresh food.
Yeah.
It's not all plastic and frozen.
Of course.
And they're feeding the fauna and the wildlife.
But
they're taking care of the
then
neighborhood.
Franklin says, "What type of meat is this?" Well, that's why I don't eat. I eat the cheese enchiladas.
Right.
Cheese enchilada. Now, if it's rat milk cheese, I don't know. It might be.
Could be government
Hard
cheese.
to come by.
Oh, it is. It is definitely.
cheese.
Oh, and that's, dude. You could tell, and that makes for the best tacos. Honestly, I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, Gone Girl. By the way,
good movie.
This century.
Good book.
You said this century, Gone Girl. This century.
That was
probably
been
about 10 years, but it's a
book and a well.
That's a psychological thriller.
You know, the book was
Send
better.
Help. Listen, I don't know if Send Help had a book. If they did, it was better than the movie.
I guarantee you that. 9 times out of 10, that's the case.
Garbage movie. Come on, man. And someone said,
I saw that right
yeah,
now.
I eat the $5.99 Chinese specials. I expect some cat and rat in my egg foo
That's
young.
right, man. You think that's real lobster?
That's why I said, you guys know I am a big fan of Chinese buffet.
Yeah, me too.
So if I'm a big fan of Chinese buffet, you think you're scaring me off with rat talk? Child, please.
We got to do that again, by the way. I haven't had
we
that in a
are, dude.
long
I know.
time.
I agree.
It's gotten really popular.
Yeah.
Oh, has it?
Dude. Yeah,
Well, listen.
don't you notice that place when we're driving home? It's gotten.
Oh, yeah.
That place, they're lining up.
I like it. It's clean and everything, but it just
Oh,
haven't had
yes.
the time.
They only have about 300 people working in there.
They do have way
I'm
more
all for it.
employees than they do than they have actual.
I hope ICE doesn't roll up. That's all I'm saying.
No, they
There
won't.
went
They'll
the
eat first.
buffet.
No, they're going to eat first, and
Yeah,
then they identify themselves.
Like if anybody shows up and only takes off their mask to eat, I in the back. I in the back.
Don't
Get in the
want
cooler.
that. Don't want that. All right. The Spurs back in action tonight. I was saying this like kind of tongue in cheek, but also like.
Oh, it's homework. Mitch goes, go home, watch those games. Watch what happens
Seriously,
when teams
man,
take a loss and get punched in the face.
You
see what good teams
if
do.
you aren't taking it seriously, it can go wrong in a hurry, and that's what happened yesterday to a couple of these teams, the Knicks and the Nuggets. The Spurs have to be on guard. They've got to be aware that there's no free rides, Bubba.
Well, the thing that changes now is film. The thing that changes for young kids is now everybody's going to watch you play 2, 3, 4 games in a row. And they know exactly what you want to do, where you want to get to. They know your plan B move. They know where you like to kick it. They know exactly the number of dribbles you like to take. They know which hand you're going to turn to. Everybody knows exactly what you're doing. Can you do it? And now, after film, it gets that much more difficult. One of those reasons why we go, this is not just hard for any team, it's ridiculously hard for a first-time team.
Yeah.
Because film don't lie, and unless you can change your spots, unless you are just better at doing it than the other team, you have to adjust. And that's the difficult thing against seasoned veteran teams. And we saw a team in Minnesota who has been there and done that. They've been in tough playoff games for several years in a row. They know that. So does Denver. But, I mean, they go against a team that knows what it's like to fight the film. And we saw the Knicks not realize what it's like to fight the films and get victimized by the very thing we knew would be a problem if they let it get to it. Your best player is a victim on defense. So film don't lie. And what we saw last night was the competitive nature of a playoff game.
Well, first of all, the good news is for the Spurs, Your best player being exposed as a victim on defense, I don't think that's going to happen.
But by the same thing, you think Victor's going to get that many threes tonight?
No.
No.
This is I always say this in any series where there is a best of something, best of 7, it's one thing in an NFL playoff game where everybody's max effort. You know what I mean? Like nobody's sleepwalking through an NFL playoff game, but there is something that you cannot make up, you can't create. It has to be organic, and that is desperation. And when you fall down in a series, you go, man, if we lose one more game, we're dead.
Yeah.
And, I think if you fall down 2-0, the desperation on the other side is so legit. And you can't – on the other side, if you have a 1-0 or a 2-0 lead – you can't pretend like you're down 3 games to nothing. You just can't. You can say, hey, we're taking it one game at a time. We don't even think about those other games that we've won. But you cannot fake desperation. And that's what these teams who are down in a series have. They realize, dude, this is it. If we let this one get away, it's going to go one way, and we know which way that is. And I expect you saw it last night. I think you saw the Nuggets tried it. They came out like they were,
they played like it, yeah.
And then the Timberwolves were the actual desperate team, kept it going the whole time. The Hawks were actually desperate. They kept it going the whole time. Now, it doesn't mean the desperate team's always going to win, because sometimes desperate team's just not good enough.
And that's going to be the case in this early rounds. But getting to the next round, expect the desperation, and don't expect teams to just punt one and we'll play you tomorrow. No, that doesn't happen anymore. That's one of those problems when the regular season is so imbalanced, where there's only 6 teams that are really great, and everybody else sucks. So the really great teams play really good in the first quarter, and the Spurs are the poster child for that. Boat race the team early, knowing a run's coming, and hold on late. Well, now you don't get to hold on late.
No.
They're still coming in the fourth quarter. They ain't going to go, all right, we gave it our best shot. We didn't really want to win tonight anyway, so we're going to pack it in. Now, you got to be ready all the way to the end, and the Knicks were the absolute victim of that last night. I mean, they coasted to the finish line and ran out of gas 2 feet from the tape.
Yeah. B. Hannon talked about the Cavs in 2016, down 3-1 against Golden State. Desperation. You can't fake it. Now, do I think the Spurs are going to lose tonight? No.
No, but
I don't.
They have the biggest chance of losing, other than the first game in Portland, would be tonight.
I think so too.
That's not just the Spurs. That's every NBA team.
If they win this game tonight, I'll probably project them to lose. I'll certainly be betting against them, like on the spread in Game 3 against Portland, because the desperation will be there. So I expect Portland to have a better effort tonight. I don't think it's going to be enough. I do think that it's going to look a lot different though. Like you said, do you think they're going to let Wemby just go out there and chuck a bunch of threes?
You might take 6 threes, but there's going to be a hand as close to his face as they can possibly get it.
I think they are going to try to beat Wemby up tonight. And they didn't get their paws on him in Game 1. They played a weird.
Yeah, some of it was by design. It was dumb. They won't do that again. They're going to be in the paint.
I think that they are going to. I think they're going to get on their ass. So, or get on his ass particularly. So I expect a better game this round or tonight than I did in Game 1. Game 1 went about how I thought it would go. I think Game 2 is going to be a little bit more.
Like I think we both said yesterday or Sunday night wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard. It's going to be harder.
And the other thing, the Spurs all year long, I've felt comfortable betting on the Spurs in the first quarter. And I think part of it is because all year long you've known that Wemby is going to be on the floor for the majority of the first quarter. Like that's just the way it's gone. He'll play, and even when he was playing 20-something minutes a night, 22 minutes a night,
the first
you knew that 8 of them were going to be in the first quarter. So I like backing the Spurs early. I don't trust them late, so I still like them early tonight.
We're the best team in the first quarter in the NBA. I mean, they boat race teams early because of what you said. I mean, it's one thing to get ready to warm up and see Wemby on the other side until you go after him for 8 minutes. It's a shocking experience.
And I think the teams that'll be able to take advantage of that are the teams that don't have to worry about going up into the paint against Wemby. Portland isn't that. They're a horrific three-point shooting team, which means their path to offense is getting to the basket, and that's very difficult when Wemby's on the floor.
We'll look at matchup, but pay attention to the Scoot Henderson matchup. I think we're going to see a switch up on how they D him as well, because he was very effective mid-range the other night.
Yep. So interesting game, too, tonight. Probably more the Celtics, Sixers. I mean, I guess the Sixers are in the same position as the Blazers. They'll be in desperation mode.
Except the Sixers come into it with not knowing whether their most effective player can play.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating. All right. Let's take a break. Before we do, I'm going to give away a family 4-pack to the Missions game. The San Antonio Missions against the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Everybody's most hated rival, the Sod Poodles. $2 Tuesday at the Wolf tonight. That's $2 beers, $2 hot dogs, $2 tickets even. How many $2 hot dogs could you eat, Vic?
About
what before you started getting blurry?
6. What? I can eat about. I think I can eat one. Yeah, after the second one, I'm starting to get blurry.
Okay, what if you don't eat the buns? You only just eat the dogs.
Oh, dogs with relish and mustard. I can eat about 5 or 6.
Okay,
easily.
Yeah, because you're a protein machine.
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
You know what? We should go to a game as a group. And we'll do the challenge, the 9-inning, 9-beer, 9 hot dog challenge.
I will gladly sit and watch.
Oh, come on!
No,
never any fun, man.
No.
Yeah, I won't eat it with a bun though.
9 dogs and 9 stadium beers later.
Yeah,
I wouldn't make it home.
You'd make it home fine. They're the $2 beers. They're the small
beers. No, it ain't
beers.
the beer I'm worried about. The beer would be fine. No, you want to do the 9-inning beer? I'm with you. Done that.
Yeah, not the hot dogs.
9 hot dogs and 9 low-end keg beer.
Nah, I'd probably pay for that later that night.
Oh, God, I'd be paying for it.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
All right.
This is discretion's better
I
part
did
of the
meet
ballot.
my
Good for you, though.
Yeah, I did meet my deductible, so I'll be good.
Hey, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. All right, let's go with caller number 7, 210-656-ESPN, 210-656-3776. You'll get a family 4-pack to the game tonight out at the Wolf. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits 1, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Fiesta with NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse with party-worthy promos. Through the end of April, take $150 off the American-made Real Truck Undercover Ultraflex truck bed cover. Call or visit with promo code BLITZ to save $100 with free install. That's $999 installed on most Silverado, Ram, or F-150 5.5-foot bed Ultraflex covers. 200 in stock. No wait. Shop local with NAW. Family operated since 1978 on Culebra or online at nawtruck.com.
The Gomez Law Firm is proud to be San Antonio's trusted personal injury law firm for the past 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us. Your firm has been fighting for the people of San Antonio since 1973. That's incredible.
There are not a lot of businesses that stick around for even 50 years, let alone personal injury law firms.
If you have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, then turn to the law firm that will fight for you. Visit joegomezlaw.com.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Join us for San Antonio's most elevated fiesta event, Taste of the Northside, presented by H-E-B, on Thursday, April 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Rocket La Cantera. Enjoy tastings from over 50 local restaurants, plus premier wine, cocktails, cold beers, and live entertainment for one all-inclusive price. All proceeds benefit Brighton Center, serving children with disabilities and developmental delays in San Antonio. Tickets can be purchased at tasteofthenorthside.org. Viva Fiesta!
What is it, boy? Someone need help? Someone in trouble?
Oh, okay. So you just want me to get Progressive Auto Insurance because their collision coverage covers up to $1,000 in vet bills if you're injured in an accident? That's it? Okay, calm down. Let's not resort to name calling.
Progressive's collision coverage helps pay for care for your pet when they're in the car during an accident.
No, you're right. Sorry, I shouldn't have said calm down.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Coverage included with purchase of collision coverage and subject to policy terms.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Boy, Vic's in his club days now,
dude.
Usually Vic will he plays songs to appease Rob, or he plays songs to appease me.
Today's all me, buddy.
This is a Victor special right
You
here.
found a folder somewhere, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
You found an old folder you hadn't cracked open in 15 years.
Yeah. I was like, I have clean versions of these?
Yes.
I got always to tell when Vic's been going through the archives. Nobody has more music at his disposal.
Nope.
Than Victor Brown.
Clean versions at that. Those were a challenge.
Did you hand edit?
No, actually, this one was just all vinyl. Everything I'm playing this morning has all been on vinyl, recorded to the PC.
Have you busted open your Saliva record?
I've not yet, no.
Oh, no. Keep it sealed.
Why?
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just retain value.
Dude, it's a Saliva record. I don't think
I think it's reached its peak.
Yeah. I don't think that's one that people are going to be desperate for.
We sold it.
Yeah. No. I don't think this is like.
It's not limited edition color vinyl or
no,
nothing?
this isn't like an original pressing of Led Zeppelin 2. This is
it's a Saliva record bought at a merch tent at Oyster Bank.
Yeah. I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
So where is your record player set up? Is it set up like in a room?
That front room that's like I have a room at my house that is literally a waste of space.
It's supposed to be a dining room, right? No,
there is a dining room. So like that room is big,
That's
so
a
half
sitting
of it is
room.
the dining room. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the formal living room. But we have a living room in the back of the house where like I sit and watch TV. We have a big loft upstairs where there's a couch and a TV where the boys hang out, and then a theater room. So we've got like 3 living spaces that have televisions, and then we have this 4th living space that has no television, and it's like.
So you set up your record system in there?
Yeah. So basically, what we got a couple of chairs and the record player, and put a kegerator in there, and like. I I don't know.
You're never gonna go in there.
No, my wife goes in there sometimes in vibes, but yeah.
I don't have a record player. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I tried to do a couple things. I tried to maybe get a pool table. She didn't allow that because it's like
that turns into the laundry table.
It's the first thing when you walk into the house,
yeah.
She was like, it looks trashy if it's the first thing you see when you walk in the house.
Well, it'll look trashy if it's got a coin slot.
well, you get a pool table, and I've had them twice, and for about 6 months, it's fun.
Yeah,
and then you only play when people come over.
Yeah. The other things we've talked about, like I talked about, maybe we can put some mats down there and make it a
karate room.
Yeah, we can I can do some training in there.
Oh, nice.
She said no to that one.
But I could tell you right off the bat.
Can put a sign that says dojo.
Yeah. My dojo right at the front door. Yeah, that'll fly.
But the long-term plan is to build the back wall to put a bar on it. Like an actual
get some neon signs.
A built-in bar with where I can keep all my fancy glasses and
I'm getting back to the record. I mean, I appreciate vinyl. I would like to do vinyl, but I don't think once I got all the vinyl paraphernalia that it would be worth the effort to do it.
It's too bulky.
I wouldn't sit there and very softly put it down and just sit.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd do that.
Yeah.
It's just so easy for me to go, Alexa, play, yeah. And
it is very easy.
And it's all through the house is exactly what I want.
And honestly, we didn't have a record player, or we didn't use a record player until my dad died. And my dad
had a bunch of vinyl.
He had boxes and boxes of classic, good stuff that I didn't want to throw away. Like I've got some old, original first pressings of Rolling Stones and Crosby, Stills, Nash, things like that. Old stuff, ZZ Top, that I wanted to keep. But it's like, well, what am I going to do? Keep it and not have a record player? So we got a record player, and,
Then you end up with, you got about 700 pounds of vinyl.
Yeah, that's what I've got. That's exactly what. But I gave most of it to my siblings, and I just kept a couple that I really wanted. Eagle fan says White Claw in the fridge.
No.
Do you know me at all? Does this look like a White Claw body to you, Bubba?
I think you're getting trolled.
Does this look like a White Claw body?
I'm pretty sure he's well aware that you only drink Trulies.
That's
White Claw you gave up a long time ago.
You're not an underpants. You drink the good stuff, truly.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a seltzer man, friend. I'm a grown ass man who, if I want to get drunk, I drink booze or beer. That's what I do.
30 weight.
That's right. Like a man.
30 weight beer.
30 weight.
With some sort of nib.
Some kind of coward like you guys.
Floating.
Oh.
Think about Michelob Ultra.
Don't forget mead. You also do that.
Yeah, I'll drink mead. That's true. That's true.
You can have all the mead.
Yeah, you can have it all.
You can have it all.
But when I want some booze in my body, I'm not doing it,
Well, you want to do the 9 beer Falstaff challenge, huh?
I'm down.
Oh.
I ain't scared. Have you ever known me to be scared
I'm
of
just
too many
saying,
beers, Rob?
Sometimes discretion and valor are required.
I've got no discretion.
Oh, yeah. Did you drink Zima? Have you ever drank?
I have
was
tried
Zima a
Zima.
thing
Not
you
when
were
I was
at
of legal age, no.
Zima was, when I was in college is when it hit.
Oh, yeah.
It was the era. It was the same thing as White Claw.
Yeah, anytime people were drinking Zima, it's like, okay, I might have a chance here.
Well, the thing about the Zimas they were a little bit, the alcohol content was a little bit higher.
Oh, was it?
It was a malt liquor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it was a flash. The White Claw thing is going to come and go, I think.
I hope so. I can't wait till it goes. You know what stands the test of time?
What?
Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. That's what stands the test of time.
Big Mouth still around.
Old English. That stands the test of time. Yeah.
Laughing Clown.
That's right. Yeah. Because imagine being Edward 40 Hands with White Claws. You can't do it.
Oh, you can't do it. It's too easy.
Yeah, but you have to have 5 of those 8-ounce cans and you tape to each hand. You got to tape a can to a finger. It's who can do that? It's terrible. All right, let's.
Can you get like a 40-ounce White Claw?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can. No, I don't believe you can.
Thug life.
Those cowards don't make things like that. we talked about North Carolina and the possibility of a new arena versus updating the old arena. Well, there's news on that front. We'll talk about that coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1. I got to tell you about Game Day Men's Health. Listen, man, if you are not on your A game right now, maybe you've got the brain fog. Maybe you're struggling to get going in the mornings. Maybe you're carrying around a little more weight than you want to carry around. Maybe you need a little help in the bedroom, if you know what I'm saying. Game Day Men's Health can fix all of those things. They've got experts. They're trained in testosterone replacement, erectile dysfunction, weight loss, advanced peptide therapies. Those advanced peptides, it's like magic. I don't even know how to. It really is like magic. It's incredible what they can do with these things. And when you walk in, you're going to notice right away, this is a laid-back place, good atmosphere, comfortable space for you. They're making you feel good. Appointments are flexible, and they are available right now. They open as early as 7 a.m., so you can give them a call right now, 830-376-9100. Don't just sit around and say, I'll get over it. I'll figure it out. Dude, if you need help, get help. It's not a big deal. 830-376-9100. It's game day, baby. Let's go.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Your commute definitely filling in. We've got several new accidents. 1604 westbound at 281. That wreck is in the left lane. 1604 northbound at Highway 90. Right lane blocked with a crash. Another wreck southwest side at 35 southbound Southwest Military. That's in the right lane. And we're still working the accident. Loop 410 eastbound at Somerset. Left lane. A lot of flooding going on in the area as well, so just be very careful as you head out and about. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples. That was easy.
Spring into savings this truck month at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville, your 6-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. Lease a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew LT for $589 a month, 0 down. Or drive a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew Custom for $36,999. New heavy duties have 3.9% financing, no payments for 90 days. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes by Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Ownwell. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at ownwell.com/terms. Individual results may vary.
Right now, I have 24 different units. I think that's 15 separate properties. I trust Ownwell with all my properties. I trust them to fight for me with the appraisal district as best they can, and they've done a very good job. Ownwell is making my life more efficient, making me a better landlord. Using Ownwell, I've saved on average about $10,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Your property taxes aren't set in stone. They can be reduced. Ownwell combines savvy technology and deep local expertise to save real estate owners real money. Want to see how much Ownwell can save you on your property taxes? Just enter an address and see your tax savings estimate. See how much you can save with Ownwell right now. Text SAVE to 64,000. Text SAVE to 64,000. That's SAVE to 64,000.
Thinking about testosterone? Synergenics and Low T Center offers insurance-covered TRT personalized to your lab, symptoms, and goals. This month, the men's T-test is free. $200 off women's hormone testing and major savings on weight loss treatments. Learn more at Synergenics.com.
Hey everybody, Joe Reinigal here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
Need a reason to call Thomas J. Henry Law after a car accident? How about $1 billion? Because Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. And why we're one of the largest personal injury law firms in Texas. Car accident? Visit ThomasJHenryLaw.com. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal Office, San Antonio.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, the Spurs get back to work trying to get Game 2. Tip set for 7 o'clock, welcoming the Trailblazers to the Frost. Wemby is your Defensive Player of the Year, the youngest and first unanimous choice in the league's history. Had a couple of comeback games. The Timberwolves took down the Nuggets, tying the series 1-1, 119-114. Tonight, you get the Celtics and 76ers, a 1-0 series with the Celtics in the lead.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, what a song. Is this in your vinyl folder?
Yeah.
Beautiful song. It's been a long time, Rob. Been a long time, been a long time, been a long, lonely time. It's been a long time since the Book of Love, baby. I can't count the tears of a life with no love. Burn out, burn out, burn out. Carry me back, carry me back, carry me back. Baby, where I come from. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Been a long time, been a long, lonely.
Let Robert do that.
Time. All right. Man, you guys got me rocking out today.
We got the Clutch Player of the Year
Sing
award
it,
today. Like to apologize.
I'm sorry you're a hater, Rob.
I'm not a hater. I appreciate the music. We're going to have to fix your camera. We're going to have to fix your camera.
This camera is whooping Vic's ass.
What's going on?
He's just he can't handle it. Man, Shaolin says he can't stand this music anymore. If you can't stand Led Zeppelin, man, I don't know what to tell you, Bubba. That's
Gen Z.
Man, this generation's gone soft.
Gone
soft.
Go drink a White Claw.
You're a White Claw drinker, Shaolin. I bet. White Claw drinker.
What's that band that's supposed to be the new Led Zeppelin out of Kansas? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I listened to them a couple times. I actually like them.
Yeah, they're not bad.
I don't know why I can't think of their name. Greta Van Fleet.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, that's not. Is it Greta Van Fleet? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
They
I was thinking Florence and the Machine. Lost there, but it is Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, and I really liked them until they somebody asked the singer in an interview talk about how your band's so clearly influenced by Zeppelin. Talk about what they meant to you guys growing up, and they were like,
who?
Well, I don't really think of us as influenced by Zeppelin. It's like, that's such a... You can't make the music you make and be like, oh, yeah, never heard of them.
Never done this stuff before.
Zeppelin, never heard of them, man. Liar. You liar McLiar face. Stupid liar.
We're getting there.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't feel right either.
Doesn't feel right either.
I give up.
The walleye lens.
I give up. It refuses to let me have this part of my head.
We got the wide angle.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Yeah. Josh says, "Good job, Vic. The more blurry, the better for AJ's camera." So, and Shaolin says, "Also, Rob, I'm 39, not Gen X or Z."
So how can you be 39 and not appreciate that?
I don't know. I don't.
Even
I don't know. What are you gonna do? North Carolina. Remember the big debate on whether or not they were going to build a new arena or are they going to clean up the old one, the Dean Dome? Well, the question of what to do next has kind of divided the community. Well, documents are showing an open records request that provide new details on a plan for a state-of-the-art arena to anchor a 230-acre mixed-use development and campus expansion called Carolina North.
3.5 miles from campus.
Plans were derailed by public pushback. The debate has been So the arena's 40 years old at this point, and I've never been, but you can tell on TV that this thing is not held. It wasn't state of the art when they built it in the 80s. Let's just.
Oh no, it was revolutionary.
Was it?
Oh yeah, it was huge when they opened it. It was the first college home campus that looked like it went from, 15,000 little Cameron Indoor Arena kind of thing to the Dean Dome. It really was an exponential change. And it was at a time when North Carolina was at its height. I mean, that was Dean Smith, Michael Jordan, James Worthy, all the guys. The championships had finally arrived, and they built something spectacular. Unfortunately, they let it live about 20 years longer than it should have.
Yeah. Well, there has been a faction of old school Tar Heels, including Roy Williams, who had vocally opposed moving off campus. And those protests basically stopped a deal that was all but done.
Yeah, they had the money, they had the land, they had the governmental buy-in because it was going to be a mixed-use development that was going to be more than just North Carolina. And on campus, those old school dudes, at least at this point, have derailed it. I don't think it's dead yet because there's too much money in it.
They had a tagline picked out for use in a video that would accompany the announcement: "From Dean to Dream."
What do you think? Now, we know what North Carolina is, and we're not talking miles off campus, but it's certainly going to be different. I don't think you could walk from your dorm. You'd have to commute via bus, tram, however they're going to do that. And knowing that if you did that, it would open the door to concerts, it'd open the door to a whole bunch of stuff. They're having the debate on campus, kind of like what San Antonio went through. How much do you envision North Carolina and that stadium playing a role in your city? And if you feel like they're playing a big role, then I think there's a lot of people off the campus that were all for it. But then there's the historic value and just the value of having an on-campus, this is a college after all,
yes,
venue. And, we look at what UTSA, and it's a far extrapolation, but essentially the same. I mean, the best thing for the program for a long time was the Alamo Dome. It was really cool to play there. But the fact is, it's going to become a hindrance at some point. You want to be able to get your kids on campus and build that fun, have all that tailgating, all that activation on your campus. There's money to be made with that. And moving that to the campus should be the priority. Keeping it on campus for North Carolina seems to be the priority of the players and those that have been around for a long time. But those that see the future and understand where college basketball is going are going, we're going to have to build a bigger space. We're going to have to make a lot more money.
Well, they had narrowed it down to 3 real proposals: renovation, Carolina North, which was 3.5 miles from campus, and another on-campus option called Odom Village, which was a site that formerly was for married housing. And a lot of people said that seemed to be the best compromise, which to me it is. I'm with you. I see the value of on-campus arenas, on-campus football stadiums. I think it is
matters.
It really does create an atmosphere that is collegiate. Like it's part of what it's supposed to be. Like you can't go to a game off campus. Like, this is no knock on UTSA. And we've heard Jeff Traylor say that the atmosphere that they've got,
it's great.
The players love playing there.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere, you go to a UTSA game, and I know it's a little different because it's a different level of football, but you go to a game at Texas or you go to a game at Kyle Field, you can't tell me that it doesn't make a difference for the students to have easy access to go to the games.
I think the best example are the schools that have had to do both over the years. And I think of SMU. When SMU was at its peak, when it was a professional football team, they were playing in Cowboy Stadium. They were playing in a big time, playing in front of 60,000 big old places, and they were a profit-making machine, or they were spending money on this football team. And when they came back, the first thing they did was, we got to get back on campus because things got out of control. And we got to rebuild the belief that this is our team, not some bunch of alumni, and all of that had to go with playing on campus. And it's the best thing that they've ever could have done for themselves. I'm a firm believer you play on your campus. You don't bus them away. You don't sacrifice the locality and the unity for a few, 1,000 more seats. You just don't do that. And Duke is the preeminent example of that. Yeah. You don't have to build a big stadium to be a national brand. There's plenty of money to be made a lot of different places.
Now, what I also don't believe in, though, is the historic value of some sports arena that was built in the 80s.
Well, college campuses look at those things a little bit differently. I will agree that there is something about.
Is all I'm saying.
I know, and I especially for schools like mine, A&M is a hodgepodge. There's not a consistent architectural design, and things got torn down, and things got rebuilt. But then when you go to some of those other schools where there is a clear definition of what buildings should look like, no matter how modern or new, I think that the North Carolina types are asking the quintessential and really the existential question that college athletics is having to ask themselves: how much for the dollar? How far are we willing to go bring in more money?
I tell everyone, and I used to fight this fight about the Astrodome, and I grew up going to the Astrodome. I thought the Astrodome was the coolest thing in the world when I was a kid. It's a dump now, and the idea that they had to put up a historical marker on it to make sure it didn't get torn down is so nonsensical, because, and you could say, well, all this history happened here. They tore down Yankee Stadium. They knocked it down with a bulldozer. You can't tell me that if Yankee Stadium can get knocked down, then the Dean Dome or
the Irwin Center's gone.
Yeah. I mean,
it was always on campus, and they didn't leave campus to tear it down. They built it on the parking lot. So I do think you can do both, and I think the idea of keeping it in the Odom Village or whatever it is probably the easiest answer. But again, how much money do you want to make, and do you feel like you need to make? Because if you're trying to chase the money to build the program the way that the modern finances work in college sports, you feel like bigger, more revenue, more space, more activation, more advertising, more opportunity, more concerts, more, because we've got a bulldog to feed. Or do you rest on your laurels and say, we're freaking North Carolina, and we're going to build the finest on-campus facility out there? Is it going to have 40,000 seats? No. Yeah. We're gonna put in 20,000. We'll use it as appropriate, and we're not gonna have to spend $700 million to do it. And we will keep it on campus. But I do understand a faction on a college campus. I'm like, what are you talking about? We have an opportunity here to up the ante and join the likes of A&M and Texas, because both our schools cannot thumb our noses at people trying to make money. Yeah. I mean, both of our schools are predicated on profit first. And a lot of other schools have not been like that. And North Carolina's been on the forefront. Heck, when they built the Dean Dome, it was just that. It was a radical change for on-campus basketball. But at that point, they were the diamond tiara of college basketball. And it kind of fit. They're not that anymore. And I think those that want to build off-campus, want to build bigger, better, faster, thinking they could buy their way into that kind of arena, when in fact, build your basketball program and everything else will work out just fine.
Well, they had decided, they were sending out an announcement, and right before their announcement went out, a list of 91 influential donors and former players, including James Worthy, Billy Cunningham, Ty Lawson, George Lynch, Mitch Kupchak, Luke May, and more, wrote a letter saying they did not support and would not support the move to the Smith Center and our historic Carolina men's basketball program off campus, specifically to Carolina North. And then the pushback got so much that they sent out the next time they sent out a press release, didn't mention the basketball arena at all. So they've got to make a decision, but this is clearly a decision that people are divided on, because you got to make money, but you also can't piss off the people who hand you the money to begin with.
The thing is, they're going to make money. It's just about how much money do you want to make. And if you're one of that list of 81, I expect a pretty healthy donation to that on-campus facility that's about to be built. If you're so anti, these are the money types. These are the guys that made millions. If you're saying stay here, well, all right, we'll stay here. How much are you going to write a check for? I need $50K from every one of you to start this thing. If you want to put your money where your mouth is, and that's what A&M does, that's what Texas does. You want this? Line up and write a check, and we'll do it.
Well, you're not going to get very far without the wallets of the big donors to the men's basketball program, and the big donors to the men's basketball program are the Michael Jordans and James Worthys and Ty Lawsons and these types of guys. You whether you like it or not. And like Luke Hansborough put out a video saying, I will not support anything that moves this off campus. Like,
all part.
You can't do it.
Then jump in and be a part of this thing. And the big-time schools, Texas, Michigan, Ohio State, A&M, Alabama, they understand, man. If you want to do something, you can get it done, but you're going to have to write the check for it.
Yep. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Missions fans, get ready for AARP $2 Tuesdays at Wolf Stadium, presented by San Antonio Sports Star. Enjoy $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more at every Tuesday home game. First pitch at 7:05. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now at samissions.com.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener, like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to you at a campsite play his acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Mom deserves more than flowers and a card. Enter to win the JTV Mother's Day Getaway at jtv.com/sweepstakes. You could win a 6-night cruise to Grand Cayman, Mexico, and the Bahamas, plus $1,000 spending money and a $1,000 gift card to shop JTV. It's a mom's dream come true. Enter the JTV Mother's Day Getaway now at jtv.com/sweepstakes. And new customers receive a one-time $25 off of a purchase of $50 or more.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If pain is slowing you down, you don't have to live with it. We target the source of your pain for fast, lasting relief. No pain pills, no surgery. Most patients notice results in just one visit. We accept most insurance plans, so getting help is easy. Don't wait. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, you hood rat hoochie mama.
Yeah.
Claymore says You mean Tyler Hansbrough? Yeah, that's Luke Hansbrough because I was thinking of Luke May. Tyler Hansbrough, the big goofy whites. I get them confused sometimes.
Well, Hansbrough had there were several Mays.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
there's only really one Tyler.
Yeah,
only one Hansbrough.
No, there was more than one Hansbrough too, wasn't there?
There was a younger one, and there was another four-brother crew that went to North Carolina. That was but no, that was just.
Listen, there's too many big goofy white guys going to North Carolina to keep them straight. I'm sorry, I can't keep up with everything. All right, what do I know? What do I know? The other game tonight, the Rockets-Lakers game, is a little more interesting to me than the Spurs and the Celtics games, if only because the underdog has already taken a game in this series.
Mm-hmm.
Lakers are already up 1-0 in this series, and the Lakers were huge underdogs in this thing, which I didn't understand from the beginning. I didn't understand why. I mean, I understood why they were underdogs, but
they shot the light. Can they shoot like that again? I mean, if they can, then maybe they deserve some of this praise. But my God, I didn't know they were capable of an outing like that without Luka.
It just felt like a little disrespectful to a home team, especially one that's still led by. And I know LeBron is no longer LeBron, but LeBron is still. He's still one of the 20 best players, 25 best players in the league, and if he's not better than anybody on the Rockets, he's close.
Well,
now the Rockets have more of it, obviously.
Yeah, again, if they shoot like they did, they're going to beat the Rockets. I just don't know if they can do it again. And the Rockets, I think, need to make a concerted effort not to let LeBron be a factor. And it's not just a shooting. Just don't let him just box him off and make other guys make plays. And I don't know if Austin Reeves and the crew are capable, but I do think that this is more about what Houston does than what LA did. This is a team. If Houston plays Durant, they stop turning the ball over. They're going to beat them unless the Lakers continue to shoot like that. Then there are only about 4 teams in the league that could beat a team that shot like the Lakers did the other night. When you're bombing like that and hitting at every open opportunity, and it's the third dude that's doing it, you're going to beat a lot of teams. I'm not ready to jump off the Rockets yet. I'm really not. I think that if they just play their game and get tough and Sengun just realizes you're a lot better than the way you played, that should be enough.
You would think so, but man, the Lakers, I mean, it wasn't like they edged one out.
No, they
were better.
They hammered them.
They were better.
It was a biblical shooting performance. We'll see if they can do it again.
Luke Kennard, all he's got to do is just show up and be Luke Kennard again. I'm sure that'll happen.
It could.
All right, halfway there on a Tuesday. Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. It's been a very busy morning rush hour. A lot of slick streets and a lot of flooding going on. So just please slow your roll as you head out. Be very careful. 410 eastbound Fredericksburg Road. This is a new accident. 2 right lanes blocked, about a 15-minute delay. It's slow from Ingram. 1604 westbound 281, that wreck is in the left lane. Another trouble spot at 1604 westbound Nacogdoches. Wreck left lane, that's a 25-minute delay. It's stop and go from 35. 1604 northbound at 90, that wreck is in the right lane. I-10 eastbound Hebner, another accident with a lane closed. And a stall at 35 northbound Weidner, right lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at TrueGreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Some people reach a line and stop. Some hit a wall and turn around. Then there are the ones who cross the line, climb the wall, face obstacles, and turn them to their advantage. That's where we come in. We're the next rodeo. We design bold marketing that drives real growth. A creative partner for businesses ready to push forward beyond what's expected. The next rodeo. Learn more at thenextrodeo.com.
Join us for San Antonio's most elevated fiesta event, Taste of the Northside, presented by HEB, on Thursday, April 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Rocket La Cantera. Enjoy tastings from over 50 local restaurants, plus premier wine, cocktails, cold beers, and live entertainment for one all-inclusive price. All proceeds benefit Brighton Center, serving children with disabilities and developmental delays in San Antonio. Tickets can be purchased at tasteofthenorthside.org. Viva Fiesta!
Domestic violence is one of the most widespread crimes in Texas, yet one of the least reported. When someone walks through the doors of the Battered Women and Children's Shelter, they're looking for safety. Help exists, and it's closer than you think. Christie's Hope supports the shelter with housing, trauma recovery, and long-term aid. Thomas J. Henry stands with us in our commitment to end domestic violence. If you or someone you love needs help, visit christieshope.org.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
I've taken up candle making.
Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks.
My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TACLA 141-074-EM16004.
Some days, self-care starts with Nature-Made gummy vitamins, a deep breath, and a little encouragement.
Mom, I'm really nervous.
Me too, honey, but we've got this. Repeat after me. I'm gonna have a good day.
I'm going to have a good day.
I choose joy no matter what comes my way.
I bring joy wherever I go.
Quality gummy vitamins from Nature-Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand, based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
The NFL draft is just hours away, and the Cowboys finally signed Brandon Aubrey, the kicker, to an agreement yesterday that's going to make him the highest-paid kicker in NFL history. He's got a 4-year, $7 million year extension with $20 million guaranteed. In Major League Baseball, the Rangers get back to action after a day off. They're going to open a home series with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Catch the first pitch on ESPN 1250 and 94.5.
Sports Center is brought to you by
Astros.
Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. All right. Yesterday was a great success with the dive into a Reddit thread.
Really?
I went home and you know what? I tried to wash my hands like that guy.
Yeah, I did that yesterday too. With one hand, it's pointless.
It's very difficult. It's so much easier to just use two hands.
Yeah.
And so much quicker.
You're much cleaner that way.
Yeah. Well, even if you're not cleaner, it's just easier to do. It's just easier. Found another one today, Rob. This one's about relationships.
Oh, no.
Now, this guy is, or this is a lesbian couple. Pardon me. Okay. This gal is 23, and she's been with her partner, who's 22, for over 2 years. In their relationship, she says that she is, let's just call her Becky. Becky is the more jealous one. What's another good name for a lesbian gal? Tabitha. We'll call the other one Tabitha.
Okay.
Becky tends to feel insecure about her past and even her coworkers. Tabitha is very outgoing. She meets up with old friends, and now that she's working, she's constantly meeting new people. And Becky says, I've expressed worries about this before because I'm not that kind of person, and I sometimes get scared that Tabitha's going to leave her for someone better. And she's always reassured me this is just her personality and she would never leave her. But last night they were on a video call when Tabitha casually mentioned that she was going to have dinner with a stranger. And Becky got upset and started asking questions, but they couldn't finish the conversation because Tabitha had to go to work. The next morning, Tabitha explained that this wasn't the first time. This was actually the third time she's done it, and all with different people. She said that these were customers from her work, and she meets them for free food and conversation. If your wife, Vic, was going out with men that she met at her work, and said nothing sexual is happening, I'm only going out with them to get free meals and have conversation, what would be your response? Really? Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
yeah, she
wait
stopped
a
me
minute.
from
What
doing
if
it.
What if you have clients and you're taking them out to eat and conversate, but there's money to be made at the end that you're trying to close a deal?
Okay, but here's
that would be different, maybe.
But here's my question though, Rob. When have you ever had when have you ever taken a client out for dinner and the client paid for the food?
Well, I mean, it could be vice versa. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why.
Because she said getting the free meal is part of it.
Yeah, she's dating.
So she's
Well,
like,
it might be a corporate card. It's a free meal. But I'm paying for it.
Now
but
that
I'm
is
not paying
possible.
for
That
it.
is possible.
Yeah.
But like she said, she didn't say she's going out with them for work. She's going out for them. She met them at work.
I assume it's the other, but I'm saying I've been in situations where I've had to take a lot of people.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's
my
different,
wife's not
though.
there. I'm not cheating. I'm doing my
I
job.
agree. That's very different. But if your wife were to go, like, everyone's okay with their wife having a girls' night. You know, you gals go out and have drinks and get dinner, whatever. Mm-hmm. But what if your wife wanted to have a night out with a man friend that she says, there's nothing sexual going on here. We're just friends, and he's buying my dinner.
And then she comes home smelling like his cologne?
No, there's none of that. But would that bother you if you knew that was going on?
It would totally bother me.
What about you, Rob? Could you handle this? Are you a more mature man than Victor?
Well, maybe 20 years ago it might be different. I don't know.
I mean, it would bother me. It's like, what else can I do?
If your wife was in Dallas.
Well, if it was a repeated thing. You're like,
No,
well,
it's only once. She went
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
No. It's a repeated thing as in she's done it multiple times, but never with the same person.
If we were living apart, I would be probably doing the same thing.
Okay.
I mean, this is a question that depends on the stage of your life. At 23, I'd be a little worried. At 60, I ain't that worried.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You know, I guess
I got 28 years in with this one, so
I mean,
it's kind of.
If you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat. Whether you could be open about it or not. So again, but I think it's a time in your life. At 23, be very concerned. At 30, be very concerned.
Yeah.
After 20 years of marriage, I don't think you need to worry all that much.
No, go have fun. Go.
And if it's to the point you don't care, you're like, go do whatever because I'm doing what I want to. But at 23, don't put up with that.
Well, listen, this is a game I have long play, and when in my wife's younger days before before we had children and things like that. Mm-hmm. I was glad if I was out with my wife and somebody offered to buy her a drink, I would say, have him get 2. Have him,
AJ, give me one.
yes, ask him to get some bourbon neat and then whatever you want.
The top shelf.
I don't have a problem with it, but for whatever reason, now that my wife is 40, no dudes are ever coming up asking to buy her drinks.
That's what I'm saying. So, it depends on the time of your life. But at 23, your 20-year-old friend, girlfriend, partner, whatever it might be, is consistently going out without you. Be very concerned. Yes, you have every right to be worried and probably need to have an open discussion about what's going on. But for me, hey, go out, have a good time.
Gibbs says, LOL, so she's dating.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Be very concerned.
She kind of is, but if you're only doing the dating for the purpose of the free meal and the conversation and you know it's never going to lead anywhere, is it allowable? Shaolin says she's totally getting scissored. SR says ho-type behavior never acceptable.
See?
C-Note says no, hell no, I'm not riding with that.
Are these Mexican chicks or white chicks?
It doesn't say in Reddit.
That's a valid question.
I mean, why does that? Question. Why would that matter?
Oh, the jealousy level.
Ooh, I love
goes exponential.
Yeah.
Really?
They'll tag your car. They'll key your car.
Yeah,
they'll set your car on fire if it's a Latina.
Yeah.
But these are the Latinas in the, if she comes home directly gets in the shower, that's a sign.
That's a sign.
Does she shower before sex? Does she shower after sex?
Yeah.
I mean, all the
the shower thing's pretty much a given.
That's a giveaway either way.
So here's the question. She says when Tabitha asked Becky why you always feel this way because she doesn't feel like she did anything wrong. She says that that Becky admitted that it might come from her own insecurities, that she feels like she might be boring compared to the people she's meeting. And Tabitha responded by telling her to change things in her life and find hobbies so her world doesn't revolve around their relationship.
That's a valid thing to bring up.
Yeah.
And Becky says, now I'm left feeling confused. Part of me wonders if I've been overthinking everything because of my insecurities, but another part of me feels like my reaction is valid. I can't tell if I've convinced myself this is okay when it actually isn't. So the long question is, Becky wants to know, am I the a-hole for thinking that what she did might be considered cheating?
I don't know about cheating, but you're not getting the full relationship.
Okay.
You're not getting the full person for whatever that means. You might not want the full person.
It's just that type of relationship.
At 23,
there's no settling down at 23.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you don't realize that when you're 23, but the fact of the matter is, this is puppy love, man. This is childish.
Yeah.
There's a long way between here and there.
Looking to get laid. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's really should be your primary goal right about now.
And again, I've never been in a gay relationship, so I don't, I can't speak from experience.
And I don't even know that dynamic. I can't even comprehend that.
But I've been friends with several people who were in gay relationships. And if you think that at 22, 23, a hetero relationship is volatile, I got news for you, Bubba.
Well, I think, volatility is in the eye of the beholder. But yeah, I think that there's certainly some precedent to say that lesbian relationships are not always the most firm.
Especially when they are 22, 23 years old.
They tend to fall in and out of love rather quickly. But I think that's pretty common for everybody that age.
And Rin says, do you still talking about cheating Lebaneses? I don't know that they were Lebanese. I don't know that was in the story. Becky and Tabitha, neither of those names sound particularly Lebanese, but
I've called some call centers. Well, I would beg to differ. Your name ain't Tabitha.
Hello, my name is Martin.
Yeah. Hello?
Your name isn't Martin.
This is Gary. Your name ain't Gary.
That's a lie.
So, okay.
I will say this. I think that when she said, when she was asking her girlfriend if, telling her that this felt like cheating, for her to say, well, maybe you should find some hobbies and stop worrying about our relationship so much, that kind of makes me feel like she ain't that into you, honey.
The truth hurts. I think that she's right.
Yeah. She is probably right.
If you're this fixated, you need to work on yourself right about now.
But also, I can see the gal's point because she went on 3 of these dates where her food and got paid for it and never mentioned it. And then when she said, well, why didn't you ever mention it before? She said, it slipped my mind.
Yeah, she's cheating.
I think that's cheating.
She doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, I think that's cheating. If you say, like...
Oh, yeah, it's so little a deal, I didn't think you needed to know.
Yeah. Oh, now that's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Like, now, Vic, if your wife went out with a guy she met at work to got the free meal and she went home and told you, babe, I got a free meal, I brought you home a ribeye, I ordered a ribeye and brought it to you for the to-go box, you'd be like, oh, this is great. But if she never told you about it, and
slipped her mind,
and she ate her steak and your steak, and then you found out about it later?
Yeah, no, we live in 2026. I have Life 360, Find My iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
All of that just to, and even if she leaves her phone somewhere, like if she leaves it at work and then takes off, and I'm thinking she's at work, if we don't talk within an hour and she doesn't answer, I know something's up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not on 360.
I am now.
Oh, I am.
Yeah,
I
am too.
Because I had to go pick up my kids it's when my son got in his car wreck. I had to go pick him up, and
I mean the 360 is fine, and I could. It's funny sometimes.
It pisses me off because
I see my wife driving like 80, 85.
Like the text, like, you better slow down.
My wife doesn't care what kind of nonsense I'm up to.
Right.
What I hate is like when my kids will be like, "Oh, I see where you're at. Can you pick me up something?"
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no.
Yeah. You're about to pass it. Can you stop?
Yeah.
Like no.
What kind of pizza are you getting? You gonna bring some home for everybody? Come on, man. All right, let's take a quick break. Before we do, I got a family 4-pack of missions tickets. If you want to take a friend out, just for a free meal and just to have some conversation, you can maybe do it at the Missions and Sod Poodles game tonight. $2 Tuesday out at the Wolf. We got a family 4-pack for you. $2 dogs, $2 beers,
$2 everything.
Can't beat it.
Yeah.
Let's go with caller number 5. You will win a pair of tickets or a 4-pack of tickets to go see the Missions and the Sod Poodles tonight out at Wolf Stadium. That's 210-656-ESPN. We'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
There's nothing I hate more than dishonest business practices. So I built the company GiveMeTheVin.com around this slogan. We do what we say we're going to do when we say we're going to do it. At GiveMeTheVin.com, we show up at your house, check in hand, pay off your payoff. It's just that simple. GiveMeTheVin.com. We're the only 5-star BBB rated card buyer out there.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyer4us.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
I got bad news. You know, Claymore always seems like such a nice guy, right?
What did he say now?
Guys don't pay for your meal just to be nice. We want something in the end.
He's a
Claymore.
That's that old argument. Can men and women be friends?
Oh, Claymore. I thought you were better than that. I'm a gentleman. I don't need. I'm all the time. I take people out to dinner just to be nice. Hell, I've paid for Rob's dinner before.
Most because he forgot his wallet.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
act like I haven't bought, but yes.
No, Rob buys too. Yeah, Rob's taking. When you bought dinner, you didn't expect me to have sex with you.
No.
You just.
In fact, I was hoping that would be the very reason why it would never happen.
Exactly.
I know.
I bought you a meal. That's enough.
And when we all go to the buffet, we pay for ourselves, right?
Yeah,
Or
we're independent.
Yeah.
We're independent women.
But you take a woman out twice. There's another motive.
Yeah.
There's another motive.
Yeah, I kind of think so.
At least you're leaving a door open.
I'm just saying the rest of the behavior, little alarming. Forgetting to tell her about it, little alarming. That's where I would.
She cheating. She cheating.
I kind of think so.
If she isn't, she will be soon.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see what happened to Mike Krzyzewski's grandson?
Yeah.
What happened? I didn't see that.
He was in a car wreck, killed somebody.
He pulled a Andy Reid. What's Andy Reid's son's name?
Convict number 7.
Yeah.
Convict number 7.
Krzyzewski's grandson, Joseph Savarino, has been charged with misdemeanor DWI after hitting a 15-year-old riding a bicycle over the weekend. He struck a victim on an electronic bicycle. He had a blood alcohol level of 0.11, which isn't like.
Well, it's not a gray.
Not too crazy,
black
but it's
or white.
Yeah, it's
enough.
over the limit.
It's over the limit.
Michael Savarino is that's his brother. Joseph's brother was Michael, who played on Duke's basketball
Joseph
team.
was the one that would take the rap for the Zion.
No, it was for Paolo.
Oh, it was Paolo. That's right.
Yeah.
He had to jump over the seat and get in the driver's seat. Oh, it was me, officer.
Yeah,
I was driving.
It
wasn't Paolo.
He was a walk-on, and
Hey, we've all done that.
Oh yeah, switch over real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's awful. I feel terrible for everybody involved. I mean, just absolute tragic situation.
killed a 15-year-old kid. How's it a misdemeanor if you?
Well, that means the kid was probably in the wrong, probably in the road or something like that. It wasn't felonious, but he was.
Damn. I feel like if you kill,
that's a weird thing.
Kill somebody.
They're gonna take a blood alcohol. If somebody even if they drive into the street and it was all their fault, you test positive for alcohol, that does leave open a part. You could be at some fault for this because you didn't have all your capacities.
All right, I guess
I mean?
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
It just feels like you if you're drunk, that especially if you're legally drunk, and he admitted to drinking before he got behind the wheel.
Did he?
Yeah, but
he needs a better lawyer. What the hell are you doing? Stop that.
That may have been a
Hire a
mistake.
Duke Law graduate.
That may have been a bit of a misstep.
Don't
but that's what it sounds like. The guy on the bike was probably in the wrong place legally. And
well, he's 15. I mean, he's a
tragic.
Once you know, yeah, he doesn't know any better. Guess what? Oh boy, do I have something fun coming up in our next segment? Coming up next, as I like to say.
Okay.
And Vic, I'm going to go to break a couple minutes early so I can have more time to talk about what we're going to talk about next.
Okay.
This is exciting. CBS Sports. First of all, turn around, Vic. Read over your shoulder. How long till the NFL draft?
What is that? 58 hours, 36 minutes, 26 seconds.
Okay. We're almost there.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh.
And CBS did a 7-round mock draft, and they've got every player that they could project the Cowboys taking. And I'm going to go through this with you, Rob, and you're going to tell me, would you be satisfied with the haul from this draft? We'll talk about that next. It is the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey, San Antonio, we got a drinking problem. It's not just a Fiesta beer problem. It is an ongoing problem. It's our water. We love our aquifer water. Makes some good sweet tea. Fine beer, of course. But what is left over in your pipes is what I'm talking about. That sediment that adds the flavor, as it were, certainly starts to build up, and before you know it, your pipes are clogged. You got all kinds of problems if you don't have a great water treatment system. That's why I have always had a Connecticut. I've been to 3 homes here in San Antonio, and every one of them, first thing I did was put a Connecticut in because I know the value of what it brings. I don't have to worry about my appliances clogging up. I don't have to worry about that white powder showing up on all the stuff I don't want to see white powder showing up. My hair's not dry, neither is my skin, and my pets drink good water. That's just part of my life, and I have a reverse osmosis drinking station to take care of me on my kitchen sink, so I don't even have to buy any water bottles. Now, the thing is, I had to pay for that. You go get a Connecticut today, you'll get that free. That's up to $500 deal. So call them today. If it's time to get a water softener, call Connecticut first. If you've got another brand, call them now because they're going to upgrade what you got. You're going to have better treatment, better water, and you're going to have a better warranty. Trust me. I think I have a great warranty. I have never had to use it. Call them today at 656-PURE. Go to Connecticut SA for all the details. I know I would. Get the very best and come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. It's been a very busy rush hour. Slick streets causing problems all over, flooding in many places. We've got accidents at 1604 westbound Nacogdoches left lane. On 1604 eastbound Blanco Road, that's a stall. Right lane, 410 eastbound Fredericksburg Road. This wreck has been moved up to the right shoulder. It's still causing about a 10-minute delay, a bit slow from Ingram. And 35 northbound Weidner, stall right lane, 6-8-minute delay slow from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn. Don't wait. Sign up at TrueGreen.com and get your first application for $9.95. True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour. Let the pros do the work so you can enjoy your weekend. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
When it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years and successfully represented thousands of injured Texans. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Thinking about starting testosterone? Don't settle for one-size-fits-all dosing from your doctor or pay hundreds out of pocket at a TRT franchise. At Synergenics and Low T Center, they offer insurance-covered TRT customized to your body for effectiveness and safety. Their board-certified providers adjust your dose based on your labs and how you feel. This month, they are offering a free T-test for men, $200 off women's hormone testing, and major savings on GLP-1 weight loss treatments. Learn more at Synergenics.com.
DQ presents the Blizzard Double Flip Deal. For a limited time, when you buy 1 Blizzard treat, you get a second for just 99 cents. That's 2 Blizzards, 2 spoons, 2 flavors, and 2 flips. So don't miss out on the Blizzard Double Flip Deal, available only for a limited time and happening now at DQ. Because the only thing better than a Blizzard treat is a second Blizzard treat for just 99 cents. It's a deal to flip for. The Blizzard Double Flip Deal. Get it in the app. Participation may vary.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, Victor Wembanyama stands alone. He's the NBA Defensive Player of the Year, the youngest to do it, and he was unanimous at that. Neither one of those had ever happened before. Spurs get back to work tonight, 7 o'clock in the Frost. Taking on the Trailblazers. I understand there'll be T-shirts as well. And the Cowboys kept their kicker. Aubrey's got a big old deal, the biggest paid kicker in NFL history.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah! 8:31 on the morning Huddle. Vic likes this song.
I love this
right.
song.
He's played this song
more. Yeah.
Pretty regularly. It's a regular rotation.
So is that, but obviously you like Sabbath with Ozzy. But did you like him with Dio first?
After, actually.
Did you appreciate Ozzy on his own more than you did when he was with?
Yeah, like when Bark in the Moon came out. Yeah, that was my time when friends of mine were into it. Then I kind of liked it, but I was always buying vinyl, like breakdance stuff, and I was going back and forth, and you learned about the R&B soul. Right. Yeah, as a DJ, you got to kind of be into everything.
But I remember when Sabbath first hit, I mean, Ozzy was kind of sidebar, and it was Dio's guitar that really kind of carried stuff for a minute. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But when this came out, oh, man, I was like, what cassette is that?
I can still picture the record. It was yellow, screaming for vengeance. Is that what it was?
Man. Rocking out, baby.
That's a very San Antonio conversation.
Yes.
Did you ever know a band named Garfield?
No.
That was in one of the popular when I worked at a record store for a minute.
Were they popular around here?
Yeah, they were looking for it called, I think, Penny for Your Thoughts or something. But
did
Garfield.
they travel with Legs Diamond?
Yeah, exactly.
Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush.
Yeah. It was around the Legs Diamond era.
Ozzy always got to work with a good guitarist.
Oh, yeah. I think the other way around. You wanted to work with him because
that Randy Rhoads was the best.
I know.
He was
Look
only
where it got him.
Yeah, he died real young, but
I remember everybody was crying at school.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, like Salinas?
Oh, man. Yeah, we were crying for weeks.
I didn't know. I also didn't know until like many years ago that Randy Rhoads was also in Quiet Riot before he played with Ozzy. Yeah.
I didn't know Quiet Riot had been around that long.
Oh, yeah.
Thought they were just an MTV band.
No. How dare you? All right. I went to break early so I could do this Cowboys thing, and now I'm rocking out. Now I'm rocking out.
We're late again.
I know. All right. The CBS Sports 7-round mock draft. They went team by team, and this is the picks they came up with. And here's the deal, Rob. It's got the Cowboys making a trade. And it's got them trading down.
Mm-hmm. Quantity over quality. Just do we trust the picks after this?
The Cowboys trade down from pick number 12 to pick up the Los Angeles Chargers' 22nd overall pick, their second-round pick, which is number 55, and a third-round pick next year from the Chargers. So they get 3 picks for 1 here. And here's what they end up with in this draft. With their first pick, the 20th pick, they get T.J. Parker, edge rusher from Clemson. Second pick, now this would be great if they could get him at 22, Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker from Texas Tech.
I feel like he's going to be gone. Like maybe if you flip those picks, that might be a more likely
it's
scenario.
20 and 22, but yeah. 55, it's got him taking Traden Stukes, a cornerback from Arizona.
Boy, this is Christian Parker's world, isn't it?
92, Bud Clark, safety, TCU.
My God, no, see.
4 for 4.
They ain't going to do that.
Edge, linebacker, corner, safety.
They're not going to do that.
I think they should. I don't think they will.
Should or shouldn't. That's just, I just can't imagine you're going to let Dak Prescott in that $45 million contract or whatever he's getting paid this year, and you're not going to supply him just a little bit like an offensive lineman. Something. I just can't imagine that they would go that direction. And like you said, it might make perfect sense. I'm not upset with the trade down, not at all. But I do have a little bit of a fear of the type of player they're going to pick because they just have proven to me that those those second, third, fourth round picks are just not very good at.
Well, I like all 4 of these names if they were to get them. Traden Stukes, I didn't really know much about him. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of Arizona football, but these were his numbers from the combine: 4.33 40, 130-inch broad jump, 38-inch vertical.
Sounds like the Marvin Overshow.
That's 4.33 40 is the 99th percentile, 130-inch broad jump, 90th percentile, 38-inch vert, 80th percentile. The guy's a freak.
It sounds like it.
You get him
at 22. Again, another part of this is the extraordinary measures they're going toward on defense. I know they were terrible last year, but they're trying to go from horrible to really good. To me, my attitude was you just be bad. Just don't be horrible. You can be bad. You can give up 21 points a game. We can be passed on, but just don't be biblically horrible. And suddenly the Cowboys are worth 10 wins just for that. So they're swinging for the fences. In my mind, I'm just saying patch a few holes and let's get to the end of the year, and then we'll reevaluate once we figure what we're going to do with Dak in the future. But right now, let's give him a little bit of help.
Here's the rest of their draft: Emmett Johnson, running back from Nebraska, in round 4.
There's one, but we can get.
Austin Barber, an offensive tackle from Florida, in round 5. Jeff Caldwell, wide receiver, Cincinnati, in round 5.
You can draft a starter in the 5th round.
You can. The Cowboys don't. But
that's what I'm saying.
You can.
So
it's possible.
It's possible. So I'm not against the move and the picks. I just don't know if I trust the guys making them.
And then the last 2 picks, it's got Caden Curry, edge rusher from Ohio State, in round 5, and Nick Barrett, defensive lineman from South Carolina, in the 7th round. So, listen, This is again, if we just look at the first four names, T.J. Parker, Jacob Rodriguez, Traden Stukes, and Bud Clark. Bud Clark, for those who don't know, Bud Clark had 15 interceptions since 2022. That's the most of anybody in college football.
The one position I do trust them to draft is cornerback.
And safety. I think they've done a pretty good job on both of those.
If they see somebody they like, I'm all for that. And I wonder, I guess this article was probably written before the Lawrence trade.
This was written today.
Oh, so it dropped today.
Yep.
I wonder how much that trade, where the Giants are now picking 2 spots ahead of them, chasing essentially the same guys, affected the idea that the Cowboys are going to go, well, you know what? We're not going to get the guy we want unless we trade up, so let's just get the hell out of here and get a bunch of dudes we like.
Let me see what it says it's got the Giants doing. Giants, it's got them going Jeremiah Love at 5.
I like that.
And wide receiver Jordan Tyson at 10.
See, I would have thought they were going defense, so that didn't affect them.
I think the Giants have very different needs than the Cowboys.
I thought they were moving up there to get themselves a middle linebacker or safety. Now, that does say the Cowboys will decide that they don't like Ohio State middle linebacker, because I do think I thought they had him penciled. But if if you can get him late in the first, early in the second, that seems to be a suitable middle ground. I mean, the Tech kid has a lot of numbers. He doesn't have quite the measurables, as far as size and all that stuff, but he certainly is more akin to the T.J. Watt body than we're accustomed to drafting with Dallas Cowboy land.
They got Deron Bland kind of late for the same reason. It's a guy production over measurable.
I'm not upset if that is indeed the case, but I do want to make sure that if they're going to go heavy on defense, do something offensively, just to whatever Dak wants or whatever you feel you need. Don't sacrifice that, because I still believe this offense is going to be what wins football games. No matter how well you do draft, these are going to be a couple of rookies playing pro positions, starting positions, I expect. So I just hope that we haven't forgotten that the defense is what's going to feed the Bulldog. I mean, the offense is going to feed the Bulldog at the end of the day.
Yeah, but I also don't know. I mean, as long as Pickens is on the field, which is
that's a done deal.
I mean. Yeah,
for a year. I mean, they've already kicked
although he hasn't signed it. He doesn't seem like he's going to. He's made it clear. He has said at least that he doesn't plan on being on the field.
We'll see him in July.
I would guess so too.
We'll see at camp when those fines start adding up. And I wonder how much this finding Brendan Aubrey and getting him 20. I don't know. This is a pittance in the NFL world, but that is money that would have come on that might have been they could have used on a Pickens longer term deal. That suddenly is now gone. That's guaranteed and gone. So they have a little bit less to even deal with them this year.
But if when you say the offense is what's going to drive this thing, I mean, what have they really lost off the offense from last year?
I'm not saying they've lost anything, but we do know
rolling.
We do know that there is still a question with the offensive line. Have you found your left tackle? I know we got a bunch of dudes that are getting better, but I don't think we've got. This is the kind of line you expect to take you to the playoffs.
Oh, I agree completely.
So if you have an opportunity to get a lineman there in the third round,
but what you know right now is it's serviceable enough to get you through, and your defense is so far from serviceable enough that, if you get your defense, like you say, from being the worst to being below average, then next year. You go out, you fill those last holes, and
that falls to the question about what are we going to do with Dak? I mean, because at the end of this year, now we can start seeing the end of this contract and what the future is going to behold. And if this collapses this year for whatever reason, then I do think the outlook next year is going to be very, very different. But right now, to me, your surest thing is this offense. Absolutely. Yeah. You know this offense is going to score points and move the ball as long as everybody stays healthy, but you can ensure that by making sure you got a lineman, that kind of backup piece, and knowing my defense doesn't have to be great. A couple more takeaways, a couple of, we win 4 games just by default.
Yeah.
And I get the idea of doing that, but then there's also the dynamic of, my gosh, I am shocked at how much of a role that Christian Parker has taken onto this team since he arrived. I mean, it has been all about the defense since the moment they signed him.
Well, I mean, when you are switching your base defense the way that they are, it takes a lot.
And
it's not something that can be just you can't just move pieces around, because you need pieces that fit your defense. And this is very different.
And I say that knowing full well that Shoddy's behind this. I'm not saying that this is done to his, that he's sacrificing some offense but for the defense. This is his plan. He had to fire one of his friends. He brought in a guy that he really liked and defended him till the bitter end. And now, they had to let him go. So now the guy that had to replace is going to get a few extra toys because of that. But I do think that in the team's best interest, you aspire to slow the other team down, but offensively, I aspire to score 35 a game. And if I can do that, my defense doesn't have to be that good.
C-Note says they don't hit on late draft picks. They whiffed on Jadon Blue. Jadon Blue's a fifth-round running back who has had like 10 carries. We don't know if he's a whiff or not yet, but either way, he's a fifth-round pick. Like those – if they do hit, it's like, wow.
Like I said, you can draft starters in the fifth round. I mean, there's a lot of guys, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, that had long and illustrious NFL careers. The Cowboys aren't just very good at seeing them.
Well, Ryan Flournoy is a guy who's getting real playing time. It was a 6th, 7th round pick, right?
Yeah, you can find them, but their percentages are so low against other teams. Other teams seem to consistently find 1 or 2 guys in the middle rounds that are going to be on their team in 5 years. Check the Cowboys' history, those middle rounds. None of them are around. And if they are, most of the time they've been with the boys have been on injured reserve.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those, I trust and I like the idea of where they're going. More picks for a team like this is a good thing, but I just don't trust them to get the right guys. And until you prove to me that you can hit on 2 of those guys, then we'll have another conversation.
All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor, has been for about 10 years. When it comes to the idea of weight loss, everybody seems to look at those commercials and think, well, I'm just a shot or a pill away from a lifestyle that I've been looking for 30 years. That's not the case. The side effects that go along with it sometimes is just not worth the effort. And then what are you going to do once you stop taking the shots of the pills? That's why Dr. Torres and his method for weight loss for people like you, people like me, has been so successful long before the semaglutides and long after this program or these plans have begun, because what he does works. I've been with him for nearly 10 years now. I'm down 75 pounds. My approach to food is different. I'm on no medications, and I can thank Dr. Torres for that. He changed my life for the best. I want that for you. If it's time for you to lose weight, you're chasing that beach body, or you just want to feel better, call him today. The number is 210-468-1891. His website is IFF Health. A brilliant place. Go there. Answer the questions he asks. It'll open your eyes. If it's time for you to lose weight, call him today and thank me later.
Missions fans, celebrate Tuesdays for the Cultura at Wolf Stadium with AARP $2 Tuesdays. Presented by San Antonio Sports Star. $2 tickets, beer, hot dogs, and more every Tuesday home game. Get your tickets at samissions.com.
Spring into savings this truck month at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville, your 6-time Chevrolet Dealer of the Year. Lease a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew LT for $589 a month, 0 down. Or drive a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew Custom for $36,999. New heavy duties have 3.9% financing, no payments for 90 days. Together, let's drive North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes by Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
At Kohl's, spring style starts with the season's best shoe sale and continues with 15% off the rest of your looks. But with great outfits from Kohl's, what happens next is unexpected. Strangers ask where you shop. The breeze feels like it's blowing just for you. Your kids pose for photos willingly. Yep, great spring outfits can do that kind of thing. Find yours at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end April 26th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
In a world
need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Yes.
Literally.
Here comes the rain again. Is it raining outside?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my God. Enough already.
I know.
What are we doing?
Not this week.
I know. Got Nyosa tonight. I got things to do.
Fiesta's ruined. Fiesta's ruined.
Do you know the story of the rain rock? They even hung the rain rock yesterday, and it's still raining. The rock didn't even help.
Man,
come on.
Wait, you're telling me the rain didn't listen to a magical rock?
It should. But sometimes it takes a day or two to take hold.
Oh yeah.
We
I
all
heard that.
Yeah. It's like revving up a motor.
Yeah, it's like the groundhog doesn't know every time, but you know. But we'll still believe it like it's gospel, but you know.
I want to know
the rain. What the hell's the rain rock?
Oh, it's stupid, but it's been around for a minute.
For a long time.
We had a threat of rain it's been probably 20 years ago, and one of the booth guys, it's just a rock that they kind of hung and said, "Don't worry, I hung the rock. It's going to be good," and it turned out to be good. So every year since then, they had the ceremonial hanging of the rain rock on Monday prior to the Nyosa to ward off the bad juju.
I think we can skip it. I think we can skip it next year.
Chunk that rock and get another rock, a dry rock.
Skip that damn
wet
thing.
rock. That's the problem. You hung a wet rock.
Skip it in the river.
We all know if you're going to hang a rock, you hang a dry rock, not a wet rock. I told you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Crumb bums. Of course it doesn't work.
Ruined.
Fiesta's ruined.
And what happens to all the leftover chicken on a stick?
I don't know. I mean, I like to think it goes to the homeless shelters.
I would like to think that we're taking care of it. Like all the food that was going to be eaten at the river parade, what happened to it?
I don't know.
I have questions.
They could have brought it to us. Now,
oh yeah.
Assuming the Spurs win, Rob's going to pick us up some free tacos.
Yeah, I found a palenque on the way into work. Yeah,
but I think that they'll probably only give you one free taco.
Yeah, it's probably one per person.
I'll beg.
Okay.
Yeah, problem. But I'll bet it'll be a good taco. I'll tell you about it, but I'll go tomorrow.
I think what you should tell them is, do you know who I am?
Oh, see, that always works. That always works really well.
You may know me as...
And then they go, yeah, I'm going to prepare a special taco for you.
You may know me from my my world famous 18th best in the world radio program.
No, I was on a Cops episode a couple times. I was the guy in the wife beater. You remember that one?
Of course.
Yeah, so I did that.
Yeah.
Remember me?
That's funny.
Kind of a big deal.
All right. Getting into the games tonight, do you have any indication that anything will go differently for the Celtics and Sixers, assuming Embiid is not on the floor?
Then that's my answer, no.
So the Celtics right now are 14.5-point favorites. Does that feel?
Yes.
I think so too.
They're playing so well.
If Embiid is there, I really do believe if Embiid is on the floor and healthy, they could compete with the Celtics. I think the Sixers at full health are really as good as anybody in the East. But without him, I mean, listen, as good as Tyrese Maxey is,
and Paul George is playing great basketball.
Paul George
right
is playing,
now.
or VJ Edgecombe's good. When Joel Embiid plays, he is an MVP caliber player. He just doesn't play enough. That's what it boils down to. And I don't know. I can't get there. In the Spurs game, I'm curious what happens tonight offensively for the Blazers. What do they do differently? Because you talked about it. It was so difficult for anybody to get anything going around the basket. Avdija played great. But they need players who can get downhill against Wemby, basically, and it hasn't really worked. The idea that Portland, what they did last time where they were trying, I guess their plan, they thought if we pull Klingon out, then maybe Wemby will follow him out.
That would, yeah.
And that'll open up the lane for guys like Scoot to get in. That's not going to, like.
No, it didn't work.
Because the Spurs, and very wisely, said, oh, you want us to dare Donovan Klingon to shoot threes? Okay, go for it, bro. Like, whatever. Like, they have to change that plan. I don't know that they've got the bodies to force. Well, I mean, unless Robert Williams hits a few threes again, he had more success. But that's not really his game either.
No, the plan is not you attack him and get him in foul trouble. That's the only way you'd play against Wemby is have him sitting and watching. That's the best plan is to go at him, sacrifice some block shots. It's going to get sent out once or twice. Sacrifice some miss and some turnover in that you're ending an offensive possession with a tough shot, hoping that 2 out of 3 of those attacks, there's a whistle blown. And suddenly Victor's got 3 fouls there in the first quarter and really can't step in and be himself until the fourth. So if you go and attack, and I think it goes to the idea of physicality. They're going to attack him on the offensive side. On the defensive side, they're going to rub him off picks. I'm going to do everything I can for him to have a long-ass day. And if I can get him with a couple of early fouls.
Hasn't worked, though.
Well, not yet, but we're literally throwing spaghetti against a wall when we're dealing with Wemby. What do we do? Well, what do we know that we can do against other bigs? Get him in foul trouble. The best way to play against a 7'4" dude is not play against him and make him watch. So I expect Scoot to attack, Denny to attack, get those guards going, and if there is on offense, give the ball to Klingon, a little drop step, knowing 1 or 2 of those shots are probably going to get sent out. Guess what, Klingon? It's going to happen to you. But you'll be in the midst to pick up a foul or two if he's being a little bit lax or the refs are trying to do whatever they can do. So that's my attempt if I'm Thiago. Attack him and hope we get a couple of calls and get some shots to fall, but play as many minutes as possible with him either worried about fouls or on the bench contemplating what I'm going to do when I get back in with all these fouls.
The problem is for Portland, and I've said this before, I said Wemby in the playoffs, because remember early in the season when he was getting banged on and he was bitching about physicality, I said in the playoffs, that's just what the game is. And it works both ways because I don't think these refs are going to be calling a bunch of ticky-tack fouls on Victor Wembanyama right now.
Well, I mean, no, I'm not saying ticky-tack. I'm talking about legitimate hitting arms, the kind of fouls that happen when you're in the paint. I don't think the body shots are going to be called either direction. But I do think you're more likely to get a call when it's you and the ball going at the rim against a guy like Wemby. Yeah, but you're sacrificing you might have 4 or 5 block shots in that attempt. But if you can pick up 2 or 3 extra fouls, then suddenly you got a game. And remember, you're playing for the fourth quarter here. There's 3 quarters until the stage. And if you're within shooting distance in the fourth quarter, 8, 10, 12 points, with him sitting and waiting with his 4 or 5 fouls, you're in a much better situation. So I do think that you're hoping for the refs to be road refs to give me an even, because I know it's going to be electric in there tonight, and pick up a couple early fouls. Then you've got that mid-level safety where Denny can attack and maybe get some other kind of shot that maybe he didn't have avenues to, because Wemby just won't be on the court as much. The other problem with that idea was backup center played pretty well. Luke Cornett played pretty well offensively, so there wasn't a huge drop-off when he left. I'm not saying this is a foolproof plan, but the problem is you just don't have a lot of plans when you're going against the defensive player of the year who can do that kind of stuff.
All right, we got 1 hour left. Speaking of the atmosphere, did you hear Bill Simmons talking about the
Yeah.
Well, I want to play that on the other side. Get your thoughts. It's Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. It's been a very busy rush hour. Slick streets causing problems all over, flooding in many places. We've got accidents at 1604 westbound Nacogdoches left lane. On 1604 eastbound Blanco Road, that's a stall. Right lane. 410 eastbound Fredericksburg Road. This wreck has been moved up to the right shoulder. It's still causing about a 10-minute delay, a bit slow from Ingram. And 35 northbound Weidner, stall right lane. 6-8-minute delay slow from Walsham. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded one new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM using bonus code KOSTOS, KOSTOS, and you could receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Get into hockey, basketball, and more of your favorite sports with same-game parlays, live betting, and more. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This specific promotional offer is not available in Michigan, Mississippi, New Jersey, New York, Nevada, Ontario, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, or West Virginia. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. First bet offer for new customers only. Subject to eligibility requirements, rewards or non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
On the heels of Wembanyama's unanimous choice as Defensive Player of the Year, the draft situation was clarified for the Spurs. They're going to have the 20th pick in the draft. They got that as part of the DeJounte Murray trade a couple years back. They're playing Game 2 tonight in the Frost. Tip is set for 7 o'clock. Your Rangers, well, they're back to work today. They're going to be taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. And your Astros won yesterday, 9-2.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
9:01. Look at it. Man, time is fun. I got to tell you, I'm pulling back the curtain a little bit here on the radio program.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people may not have noticed it. We're making some changes around here. You may notice on the YouTube page, you may notice that our wild-ass, crazy AI pictures, that now our thumbnails now are insane because we want to get attention. So we're getting attention like that. But also, we've changed up that we're doing shorter breaks and just doing one more break in the hour, like just breaking up the show a little bit more. And I didn't like it.
You have to wear a diaper.
I didn't like it at first. Well, and yeah, that's true. We never have time to use the restroom, but it does make the show go faster.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I think that a lot of it is also content. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening.
That's true.
I mean, this is a good,
and they also
good time
said,
to be a sports fan.
And they also said, you can talk about whatever you want now. And that makes the show a little bit more fun too, I think.
I was just looking
sometimes
at the,
that's then we talk about lesbians and things that are really interesting in the world.
What kind of toilets we use? Or
Yes.
all kinds of stuff. I read my Sports Center just now, and the Spurs drafting at 20th, and I thought, well, let me look at a mock draft just real quick to see what 20 looks like. Yeah. Holy crap.
Dude, I mean, there's good players all up and down this thing.
If this mock draft, if this occurs, and Chris Sinak falls to the 20th pick for the Spurs, jackpot. I figured, this 20th pick probably end up getting traded. I don't know. Unless, of course, somebody like a 6'11", 240-pound, 18-year-old high school All-American Tubby Smith coach center falls into your lap. That's a hell of a pick at 20. So I was kind of mad at Atlanta for a second for having such a good year.
Yeah.
But here we sit, man.
Listen, man,
that's good news.
No, I agree. There's good players all up and down this thing. So I really think there are some really good players to be had later on in this thing. You just mentioned Chris Sinak, who was looks like the sky's the limit for that kid out of Houston. Although I've also seen, and this is a terrifying thought, I saw
OKC.
OKC looking at him too, and I was like, "Oh my God, please don't let." It. A lot of people say he's Khalil Ware is like the NBA comp for him.
Yeah,
and I see that. That man, imagine that guy getting onto the Spurs. How great that would be. But I've seen other
that big dude from Arizona going to be floating around there at the end of the first round too.
I've seen Morez Johnson from Michigan. I've seen Jaden Quaintance, the guy who didn't play very often, but the reason he's the reason why Kentucky stunk because he was unavailable most of the year. Koa Pete, who you're talking about, should be around there. I think there's lots of good stuff that the Spurs could use. Koa Pete would be. I'd love Koa Pete on this team. I've said before.
20.
Somebody about 6'9" who does all the things that you want a bigger guy to do. I like that, and clearly a guy who's been on a winning team. Yeah, I like where the Spurs are, and also here's the thing: Spurs they could take their chances because the 20th pick doesn't work out for you. Who cares?
Right. Normally this is a draft and stash kind of thing.
It's almost like Oklahoma City now. Like, why would you take anybody who's like a safe pick?
Well, now for Oklahoma City, they're going to have to start dealing with salaries, and so this is a lot more fortuitous for them than it will be for the Spurs because whoever they're drafting is going to replace somebody they're not going to pay.
Yeah,
and Spurs aren't there yet. We're 2 years away from drafting the guy's replacement who are going to need too much money. But if we can get at 20, essentially at least the body type that you're chasing. Which is, like you said, could very well be a throwaway. Swing for the fences, man. You might find yourself a Jokic if you're willing to wait a minute,
or find someone that can shoot threes. Who literally it's his only job in the whole wide world.
I mean, at 20
that's
again, you can swing for it. You can find somebody that if he doesn't pan out, that's fine. You can go sit in the G League for a couple years. But if you can manage a Sinak or a Koa Pete or that Moritz Johnson, man, that's some guys that are NBA kind of ready. You might be able to get somebody at 20 that can legitimately help you with zero pressure to do so. Just show up and be you.
What's the kid's name from Texas Tech?
Christian Anderson.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I know he's a guard, and I know you don't really need guards, but he does one thing that none of your guards do. He hits threes. So, just put him at the end of the bench. You need a guy who can shoot. Put him in there.
I'm happy with. I'm not happy with the draft pick because I did feel like when that whole Clippers OKC thing, when the Clippers beat us, and suddenly that allowed the Clippers or that pick suddenly got better for OKC. What a nightmare. So or you watch this team that probably is going to be holding a trophy and end up with a top 10 pick.
Yeah, it's very annoying. But, listen.
The Spurs are going to be in that same boat for the next couple of years, too. So we still got some other ones coming. But I was shocked to see that a guy like Sinek was still floating around there at 20 and then looking around on either side. The Spurs are going to get somebody, if they choose to, that can be very appropriate if they don't decide just to trade this thing away and not deal with salary cap issues.
What's the layest mock draft you saw? Who did it have going number one?
I think it's pretty much come down to Debanza just about every pick that I've seen as the workouts have gone. Let's see which one where they had him.
Because there was a while where it was Debanza, Peterson, or Boozer, and depending on what your preference on guys are. But and maybe it'll boil down to what team has the pick too. When do they do the lottery draw?
It's in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
It's like right in during the finals. They'll do it like on a Tuesday during the finals.
Yeah, I do think this is one of the better drafts in a long time, just because I think there are legit players like in the teens and maybe all the way down to 20.
Well, if you've got that guy playing the way he played, now he wasn't everything everybody thought he was going to be, but he was well coached.
But he's a freshman.
Yeah, he's well coached, so the groundwork's laid.
Yeah, and Kelvin Sampson ain't picking you out of the pile if you ain't got it.
He comes with an attitude and a skill set that is exactly what NBA teams are looking for, and you can get that guy at 20. Respect.
No, I agree with that. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully the God's smile on the Spurs that day. That would be nice. Hopefully the God's smile on the Spurs today. Again, the 7 o'clock start. My guess is this is a 7-8 point win is the way I'm feeling. I think this is going to be
not a nail biter.
No, I don't think it's going to be a nail biter.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park, blow them out of the stadium type game either.
What did we say about game one? It wasn't easy, but it wasn't hard.
No, it was not.
And I think it'll be the same way. It ain't going to be easy. They're playing some pros, but there's just so many of our guys versus so few of their guys. Eventually, that number wears through.
Claymore says May 10th is the draft.
May 10th, yeah. So we're 2 weeks out.
Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about the atmosphere at the game. Bill Simmons had something to say about the Spurs. Because I was talking about how I thought it looked awesome on TV. I mean, you said it looked good in the.
It was, but I'm not a shirt wearer guy.
It was popping.
It was.
And here's what Bill Simmons had to say about it.
It wasn't surprising. San Antonio won pretty easily. The color coordinated sections, I have some thoughts.
I loved it. You're going to be a Grinch on this?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
What do you want? You just want, what do you want? Just one color all the way around?
You've won 5 titles as a franchise. It's not the time for gimmicks. Act like you've been there before.
Every franchise does this, though. They usually just do one color. Is it just the multicolors that's sticking in your craw?
I felt like I was at a parade.
Oh, my God.
That's the point.
Every section was a different color. It's been 7 years. They won 5 titles. They had Tim Duncan. They had one of the 10 best players of all time.
He was wearing a shirt, too.
Who was there at the game, probably wondering why everybody was in a different section wearing a different T-shirt.
He wasn't wondering because they're the Fiesta colors. He was wearing the shirt.
I get the Fiesta.
Was wearing the shirt. You're like Kramer at the AIDS
I get
walk.
it.
You don't want to wear the ribbon. You want to.
That's exactly what he is.
This is one of our championship contenders. I don't know.
I will admit,
Wemby.
Horrible take.
I make fun of Oklahoma City when they wear theirs. I do.
You what?
I'm not a shirt guy. I'm not the guy that goes and I was excited to put on the shirt. And I was glad that I was media and I could just hold on to it and they weren't going to shame me into putting it on.
Oh, yeah.
But
I would wear it.
I'm all about the shirt. And I mean, if you're nitpicking, the only thing you can find about the Spurs is because the fans were wearing a different color shirt. I'll take that as high praise.
I've said before, if I were in charge of the Spurs, they would only wear silver and black all the time because I think it looks badass. Just the OG.
Well, they had their black on.
Yeah, but it had the pink and the orange and the
Oh, the blue.
It's
teal, or what is that? Teal.
Yeah, it's like the Fiesta pop.
Yeah.
I would never do that if I had the Spurs, but
yeah,
I understand it's part of the culture here. I will say this: don't do it every game. I don't want that every game.
Well, we got the T-shirts tonight.
But for game one, it was popping.
Tonight. we have T-shirts. Rumor has it that we're going to have them. That no, we don't know if they're going to be different colors or they're all going to be the same color. But we got more shirts coming.
Oh, I'm sure. Listen, I don't know how they do it here, but in Houston, it was every game they had a different shirt on the seats.
Like it's been 7 years, but it was the same way. Not every game, because when you're playing in your 16th playoff game, you don't always have T-shirts. But I've got a fair amount of collected shirts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Now, I expect this one will have shirts. Maybe in the next series we don't have shirts for everyone, but maybe for the home opener we would. But hey, this is all about sponsorship. And the thing is, that's the kind of investment on these shirts. Anybody who's contemplating helping to sponsor this, those T-shirts never die. They stay in people's drawers forever.
Wow.
I still have T-shirts from 2001. And
you and I are very different.
Well, I'm more like they're San Antonians. I saw dudes walking around over the week wearing 2008, 2014, 05. I've seen lots of championship gear people still have.
The black shirt I had on yesterday, that's the Spurs jersey I bought at Academy in 2007.
Those things, you never throw those away. And of course, I'm the type that doesn't throw anything away, but I've seen enough of the old school stuff to know that if you pay for it, it will last forever.
Yeah. Well,
I just like the material.
I usually, if I get a free T-shirt, I usually give it away to somebody on the way out of the arena. Like I don't know.
Well, in the future, save it for me.
Okay. Yeah, those are things that I.
Rob is a collector of things, many things.
So
he's a hoarder.
He is a hoarder.
Well, maybe, but this is one of those things that
this week on hoarders
will purposely go get. And I'm curious if we will go multicolored.
One day, you and I are gonna have to go dig Rob out of his house.
I know, right?
Are
you in here?
I'm behind the newspapers.
I can hear you.
The refrigerator fell on me.
Go past the pile of Rambler cans.
I'm in the chicken coop.
I'm back in my pile of newspapers and old books.
Yeah. Now, TJ says AJ doesn't have taste in color. Listen.
Are you colorblind?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying the Spurs' main colors are it's the coolest in all of the NBA.
Silver and
I
black.
would never change it.
We were the
But that's
last
just
to
me.
change. They forced us to change. We haven't been active in putting together. We normally had one alternate jersey, and it was normally something stupid for
there
like
was some
silver or
there were some
dumb
jerseys that I didn't
that
like.
no one wanted to wear, and we'd have a one-off, and then we'd go back to we had 2 or 3 designs over the last 40 years that we'd kind of rotate through, whether it was Spurs script or square block or the diamond on the short. But for the most part, we were the last to really change.
I mean, it's because you got so fortunate to have this badass color scheme. It's like you can't go wrong with black and silver. Like it looks, and it doesn't matter. Like the Raiders are a joke organization. They've got the best uniforms in the NFL. They do. You know, has the best uniforms in baseball.
Hold on.
Preference, but
Pirates.
No.
Oh no, they wear yellow pants. That's not possible.
The Chicago White Sox.
Oh, okay.
It's black and white. It's got that It's just looks. It's badass.
Okay.
Like
that's Penn State. That's a little plain for me.
I just think that
that jersey right there I didn't like.
No, with orange. Why did it have orange on it?
For those that don't recall, and we got a bunch of new fans, this fast breaking Fiesta, this period in the 90s, was about the bleakest time as a Spur fan because we were so above average that we were never good enough to do anything. So every year we had our heart broken in the playoffs by a better team for year after year. Now keep in mind, we had made the playoffs for like 28 consecutive years. We were always a good team, even in those colors. But my memory of the fast breaking Fiesta is of utter sadness. That when we had that in the court in the Alamo Dome was the Akeem game. It was the big dog shutting us down from Utah, closing the building down. It was just. And they have rectified those colors. They have made them wearable again. When they first brought them back, I thought, you guys don't realize how bad it was when we wore those. We weren't awful, but we just had our heart yanked out of our chest every year by a team that was just slightly better than us in the playoffs. So they fixed that in my mind. But initially, man, I didn't like it at all.
I would wear black and silver all the time because you look badass.
Well, then they chose brown.
That brown's bad.
And the teal at least is different. I'll give them that. I don't like it, but at least it's different.
Yeah, I got to go with the OG Spurs look. That to me, it's just it's the
wear
classic.
that, it looks good, and then you got your $110 Wemby jersey, and you're walking into the stadium all excited. They scream at you to put on a pink shirt. You're like, well, Okay, I guess I'll cover up my
just show
colors.
up in a T-shirt.
Yeah, just be ready.
Yeah, don't show up wearing your Spurs gear that we're making you buy.
Because they'll shame you.
Yeah, we want you to buy this Spurs gear, right? And by the way, right when you walk in, that's the first thing you see is that merchandise booth.
But don't wear it.
Don't wear it. Take it home, wear it.
That's
wear
for
it next
later.
year.
That's for later.
Hey, I'm all for it, and I'll shame you too.
And Greg says now AJ sounds like Bill Simmons' bad take. It's not, dude. If you think the black and silver is not the best, that you've got the bad take.
Yeah,
You're wrong,
I don't
Greg.
think any Spur fan has ever been upset with our color scheme. I felt like we were a little stuck, that we never did anything different.
But you don't have to when it's bad.
And we adjusted so far the other direction, and the league did.
You notice how the Yankees never wear different uniforms?
Well, I don't think the Spurs would, but the Yankees don't have to deal with the Emirates Cup and the hometown uniform and the NBA whites and the ABA yellows and all the other reasons to put on all the different jerseys we have to. Baseball makes you put on a 42 once and maybe wear one color another time, but for the most part, you can be you. The NBA, boy, they have inflicted a bunch of
clown
weird
show
uniforms that the Spurs were the last one to want to adopt.
All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Oh, I got one more. You know what? I'll do it on the other side, Vic. I'll give away those tickets coming up next. Morning Huddle 94.1.
I got a question for you. Did you wake up this morning with anything painful enough to keep you out of your day? Are you dealing with pain that literally stops you from going and taking care of things you've got to get done? If you are, stop. Don't buy another thing of Tylenol. Don't go to a doctor and take another painkiller. Go to some place that's going to fix you. That's Arasti. Arasti providers are all around San Antonio, and they're literally highly trained medical experts to do one thing, and that's get you out of pain as fast as possible. It's their approach. It's how they do it that works, because it's not your typical take 2 pills and call me tomorrow. It's a hands-on approach. They're going to find out why you're hurting and where you're hurting and what's causing the pain. And once they figure that out, fixing it's a lot easier. I'm living proof. I've had lower back issues my adult life. They always thought it was my back till I went to Arasti, and I found out it was my hamstrings. Work on that, the back pain goes away. Before you know it, I was back in the game. Under 4 visits. I want that for you. Arasti providers are all around San Antonio. They accept most insurances, and you don't need a referral. You can literally go today. Write this number down. 1-800-404-6050. Use the website Arasti for a map. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Arasti today. They're going to fix you when they do. Come on by. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We have had slick streets all morning long. Please be very careful as you head out and about. Still working the wreck at 1604 westbound past Nacogdoches in the left lane. 1604 eastbound Blanco Road stall right lane. And still a lot of flooding in areas, so just be very careful as you head out and about this midday. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels like a win. With Straight Talk Wireless, you get more and pay less. Now that's a good deal. No contracts, no credit checks, no surprises, all on Verizon's 5G network. Find it in the same place you've always found straightforward prices, exclusively at Walmart and StraightTalk.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
She was the sister who went unnoticed.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now her greatest chapter is yet to come.
The most important thing is to be yourself.
From the world of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice comes a new BritBox original drama,
Mary, you will flourish.
based on the best-selling novel, The Other Bennett Sister, now streaming only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Yeah, DVS says what sucks is now all NBA teams wear black. That's BS. Yeah, everybody
Right?
tries. They all want to look cool. They don't want to wear their black jerseys because they think it looks cool. But
Black-themed.
Here's a question.
Well, Silver has an affection for hockey. I mean, soccer, international soccer. He loves the different kits. He loves the different tournaments and all that. So we feel very international soccerish anymore.
Do you value having a color scheme that is unique?
Yes, absolutely, without hesitation.
I value having a cool one much more than a unique one.
Well, I wouldn't want to wear green or purple.
I don't want to be the San Diego Padres because they wear brown and yellow. Like, they're the only ones who are going to wear brown and yellow. And I would say, yeah, that's because it sucks. Like, I don't want to wear brown and yellow either. Or like the Sacramento Kings. And actually, I kind of dig the Kings look. What I don't like is the Lakers. I don't like purple and gold. Like, I think it looks crazy.
No,
but they're
not
like, oh,
ugly.
but it's ours. It's recognizable. Okay, yeah, you can have that. I value good over unique. So I don't care if it's copied. Copy away. But the Spurs have the coolest. If you just say what's your base jersey. The Spurs have the coolest base jersey in the NBA.
They came in at silver and black. They were the only team that was doing it then, and for the longest time, they were the only ones. Now,
Brooklyn kind of stole it.
But before that, they were the New Jersey Nets, and they were red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
So that for the longest time, they were alone in the black and silver. And, yeah, it was nice, but I always felt like as a local guy, we were a little dull. Because we never changed. Like I said, a big change was going from cursive Spurs to block letters, and you're like, well, settle down, guys. That's a huge change. When you're like, okay, it's kind of different, but not really.
But then, listen, man, you're going to get stuck being the Grizzlies or somebody, and you've got just awful uniforms.
Well, we had some one-offs that were terrible. We had one a couple years back. It was our salute to service one that looked like they were wearing aluminum foil. It was shiny silver, like a low-grade Kmart pair of shorts, kind of shiny, looked like it was getting snags.
Oh, look at that.
We've had some ugly ones, man. And I believe when the Dallas team moved here, when they were the Dallas Express or Chaparrals, whatever they were when they moved down here,
I think Chaparral,
they were a white and kind of a light green and red kind of color scheme that long since passed. And when once we readopted that fast breaking Fiesta, it was more closer to that than the silver and black was.
Yeah, they're like for me in the NBA especially, simple is best. Like I think the Spurs have the best uniforms. I think the Bulls have great uniforms. It's just simple, you know. The red and like red and white or red and black. I just think it looks good. But you can also like Charlotte.
I think with Charlotte.
Oh no, Charlotte's a disaster.
Oh, when they first came on, when they were the original Charlotte, when they had the pinstripes, that was a good looking uniform.
Turquoise and purple.
Yeah, that was a good looking. But keep in mind the '90s.
I know that
starter jacket is legendary.
There's some.
Here it is, that one.
There's some. Yeah,
that's legendary. That starter jacket with that light blue and purple, dude.
Some color schemes just don't. They're not built for the long. Phoenix has the worst. Purple and orange, like what? That doesn't even make sense. But no, I like the simple. The Rockets, and this is the thing. Like you say, oh, it gets dull. But then you go trying to change it, and usually you mess it up.
Oh, when they went from the red, yellow, and white old school Rockets to that red, white, and blue ketchup, the rocket taking off
with
and
a
the
face
fire
on it.
That was
so
terrible.
bad.
That epitomizes the Barkley.
Yes.
Experiment. You know, like everything about this is bad.
They had the red and yellow, the ketchup and mustard. They looked badass. Nobody else had that. Yeah. And then they put on it was like a blue pinstripe, and it had a rocket with a face on it, like an angry face. It's like, dude, you just ruined your whole vibe. I'm so glad they figured that out eventually. But then they never went back to the. Now they hardly ever incorporate yellow into their uniform.
It's too bad
it's
because
red and white.
The Akeem uniform is the best. That to me is the Houston Rockets through and through.
It's the best. Yeah, I don't know.
I like this one.
You do like that?
Yeah.
I don't like that. It's like turquoise with orange and pink, like different color sleeves.
The only reason I give it any credit is I appreciate the history. But a one-off, if I saw another team that I didn't know anything about walk out and I go, oh, man, what do y'all?
They look insane.
I don't like that as a one-off, no.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Not for me.
I don't know. All right, enough about their enough about the Spurs costumes. All right, enough about that. All right, we got to see. When we coming up next. Oh, first I'm going to give away this family 4-pack to the Missions game. San Antonio Missions and Amarillo Sod Poodles. Easy for me to say. You know, I hate the Sod Poodles uniforms. Oh, dreadful.
The fur.
$2 Tuesday out at the Wolf tonight. You want to go drink some $2 beers, eat some $2 hot dogs? We got a family 4-pack for you. Caller number 4, 210-656-3776. You got a family 4-pack to the Missions and the Sod Poodles coming your way. What
It doesn't it says Saudis.
Oh,
you
no.
think you hate it now? Why do you wear it?
The Saudis.
Come on, man.
SR says AJ pooping on teams with purple, all the while he's wearing a purple shirt hoodie. I like purple. I said I like the Kings look. I just don't like purple and gold mixed together. I think it looks crazy.
It's an odd choice.
I actually like, as much as I hate the Utah Jazz, I kind of like the purple and white uniforms. They look cool. I'm not against purple. I like the color purple.
It looks good on you.
It looks great on me.
It looks good on you now.
But others, not so much. Not so much. All right. Coming up next, we'll see what's going on in the world outside of sports. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
I've taken up candle making.
Nigel, the whole office smells like wet dog and gym socks.
My nose is highly refined.
Folks, if your home smells a little off, it might be your AC. Portamoon's Breathe Easy package pulls and deep cleans your blower motor, blower wheel, and housing, cleans your coil in place, disinfects the inside of your AC cabinet, and installs a UV light to help zap bacteria and other nasties hiding in your unit. All for just $6.95.
Quartermoon Plumbing, Heat, and AC, 210-651-5899. License number TAC 141-074-E-M16004.
Ready to feel like yourself again this spring? If low energy, weight gain, or low sex drive are holding you back, it may be time to check your testosterone. At Synergenics and Low T Center, you get TRT customized to your body and often covered by insurance. Their board-certified providers fine-tune your treatment to keep results strong, safe, and build around your goals. This month, take advantage of a free men's testosterone test, huge discounts on women's hormone testing, and savings on peptides. Book now at Synergenics.com.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now on special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd, while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See HomeDepot.com/price match for details.
When the dollar's convertibility into gold ended in 1971, gold was fixed at $35 an ounce. Fast forward to today, and the U.S. dollar has lost over 85% of its purchasing power. Meanwhile, gold has increased in value by over 12,000%. Central banks are buying gold at record levels. Major firms are holding significant positions in gold. And I choose to buy gold from Birch Gold Group. It's Dan Bongino, and it all starts with education. Birch Gold just announced their Learn and Earn Precious Metals event. This free online event rewards you for learning the basics of investing in precious metals. Sign up to get free silver on your next purchase if you qualify. And you can get even larger incentives as you go. The more you learn, the more you can earn. But act now. This special event only runs through April 30th. So text my name, Dan, to the number 989898 to join Birch Gold's Learn and Earn Precious Metals event by April 30th. Text Dan to 989898 today. Message and data rates may apply.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Victor Wembanyama is your unanimous Defensive Player of the Year. He's also the youngest to do it. The Spurs are going to be busy tonight. The tip is set for 7 o'clock in the Frost as the Trailblazers come back into focus. Atlanta Hawks evened up the series last night, taking the Knicks down 107-106. The Cavs look to go up 2-0 over the Raptors after a combined 58 points from James Harden and Donovan Mitchell.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Look at that guy run. Look at him. Look at that guy run.
Dude, people are talking about him being the 3rd pick in the draft. Jeremiah Love.
Wow.
Okay, Bubba.
I love a shiny toy, man.
Man.
Don't let me free. You'd be a cowboy if I was drafted.
I know. Absolutely no need for it. You're like, I want him. Gotta have him.
Look how fast he is.
I don't want somebody else to have him. Can't have that. Well, I'm all about letting somebody else draft a running back in the top 5. Good luck, Bubba.
That's why I'm sitting here. But I'll tell you what, he looked good in that uniform. Fast.
Yeah. Somebody talked about, speaking of uniforms, somebody talked about the Ravens. The Ravens do have badass uniforms. I don't like when they do, I just like the black and purple and silver. If you use those 3 colors, and I
know what you're talking about.
I don't want to like the Ravens, but their uniforms are badass.
It's a good uniform, but the problem with the state of Maryland is they're too much in love with their goofy flag.
They put that flag on things.
Their flag on that uniform, and it screwed it up. That yellow and black part, that makes no sense. And then you look at the Terrapins, when they start wearing their flag, it looks silly. But, I'm down with the purple. It works.
Yeah.
And no team really fits their color scheme more than the Ravens do with that purple and black. They're kind of a fierce mentality team, and they match that color scheme.
And it's crazy because they kind of, that's a new franchise relatively, and usually the new franchises end up with just
get screwed. Yeah.
Dude, as great as Oklahoma City basketball is right now, we're going to look back at the legends of all time and go, oh,
that's a weird dirty blue they wear.
They wore blue and orange all the time like that.
Not the Knicks, but a little bit dirtier. Not quite the Knicks, but a little bit less.
Oh, it's such a weird look.
Well, and they left.
And then they threw in some
Sonics.
yellow.
They should have kept the Sonics. I don't know why they just didn't keep the color scheme.
I don't know. They wanted a new deal. It wasn't thundery enough. I'm guessing the new Seattle team's going to go back to that, right?
I hope so. They better get Sonics in green and yellow.
What do you think Vegas is going to do?
Oh my goodness, who knows?
I bet they do like the Knights. I bet they do gold and black.
So you've got golden, probably golden Knights. I can sense a theme coming. What does the lady team wear? What do they wear?
The Aces, they wear silver and black.
So metallic. So
yeah,
maybe there's a metallic theme. That makes some sense.
It's always good to have a nice theme for your town, like when it comes to the color schemes.
Cardinals, heck, they just share names.
Yeah, I don't care.
Hey, welcome to St. Louis. You'll be a Cardinal. You know that, right?
All right, let's see what's going on in the world outside of sports. Hey, big news for listen. I know everybody was wondering, what is Fred Durst up to these days? Everyone said, "What? Limp Bizkit. I haven't heard anything from him in a while. What's Fred Durst doing?" Well, he's got a couple ideas he's been working on for some time. Says he wants to set up an alternative to Coachella, and he says, it's truly a humbling experience when events like Coachella and the Grammys come around, and like clockwork, I'm uninvited and uninvolved. Lil Wayne is the one who tweeted this, said. Lil Wayne.
Okay.
I guess he wanted to be invited to Coachella, and he wasn't.
Cool enough now.
And Fred Durst said, hey, let's start our own experience gathering and our own acknowledgement event to welcome all of the uninvited. I got a couple ideas I've been working on. Happy to collaborate if ever interested. Sending good vibes. So now Limp Bizkit, who are a lot of people have said that they've wanted Limp Bizkit at Coachella, but Coachella's taken themselves a little too seriously and hasn't invited them. But they've played at Woodstock. They were huge at Woodstock 99. They were like the headliner of Woodstock 99, essentially. And this summer, the band they've got more festival dates in Europe and North America, like running through them all year long. And even right now it says they're in Estonia. Estonia is their next date.
They are loved in Estonia.
They're in Estonia, Poland, Germany.
Got the number 17 record on the popular pop chart. Of
Czechia, Greece, Belgium, France, Norway, Spain, and the UK.
So of my era, we have that flashback where all the old bands are touring again, all the 80 bands.
Yeah.
Do you have any desire to see Limp Bizkit again? I mean, is that something, if you saw that Limp Bizkit was coming and
if Limp Bizkit was coming to San Antonio, I would go watch it.
You would go by? I'm curious because that's not of my generation, so I wouldn't go out of my way, but I appreciated for what they meant in the moment.
I'm not going to go to Greece or Czechia to watch them play.
Would you go see 12 hours of Limp Bizkit X music? I mean, that's of your generation. I mean, would you go see them and Korn and no, of course you'd see Korn. Is there enough bands that would feel worthy of?
Yeah. I would go to that.
All right.
Like I used to go to. They had a thing called the Family Values Tour back in the day, and Korn is the one who started it. And like Limp Bizkit was there, Stained was there a lot.
I feel like that actually came through town. That might have been here.
But then they started adding to it. It was like Ice Cube was on the tour, Method Man and Redman were on the tour. That was fun. Like, so yeah, if I could get I'd go to that show for sure.
And on the other side of this, the Coachella thing, I just feel like that's for other people. I don't think I would ever want to go to that.
I don't want to go live in the desert for 2 days.
There's that, and it just feels like it's like the for us by us. This is not for me. This is for the uber wealthy, and it's a bunch of friends, and you got to have your fit on, and you have to be eating the right thing and be in the right tent. And no, that's not the kind of music festival I want to be at.
Yeah,
it might be cool. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem like it's for me.
I'm not a multi-day festival type guy.
Yeah,
I'm not built for that anymore.
I can do about a day.
Like I would is too much. I need my body needs to recover now. I can do one show, and then the next day I feel like ass, and then I can go live my life again. But saying, okay, you rocked out, let's go rock out again today. I can't do it.
I'll be back next year. It's normally the first Saturday of ACL. So
Yeah.
I'll do it again in 364.
Yeah, I've got no interest in multi-day festivals anymore. I'm not.
Hey, we got some breaking news, right? Is that Bill Donovan?
We knew this was coming.
Yeah, Billy Donovan out as coach of the Bulls. He steps down.
We knew this was coming.
Yeah. Not a.
He's going to be another NBA coach in about a week.
Well, I mean, when they say he steps down, there must be some kind of.
He's got another job coming.
Yeah, but I mean, when you you can't you can't step down and then just go sign with someone else. The Bulls have to allow that.
Yeah.
So there must be some sort of an agreement in place, is what I'm guessing.
Well, I imagine he's not leaving just to leave. But everybody knew he was leaving. It was a matter of, are you going to North Carolina? And North Carolina was talking to him and going, I know you're leaving, but it sounds like your heart is in the NBA. And I think that it is. So I think he was waiting to get word from whoever's about to get fired that they're about to get fired. And Billy.
It's funny, you don't usually coach one of the worst teams in the league, step down, and then go get a better job. But Billy Donovan probably will.
I think he'll, I don't know, be better. It'll be in an equally desperate situation. I can tell you that.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the flash on SportsCenter right now is Billy Donovan steps down as the head coach of the Bulls.
And I saw Todd Golden, the Florida coach, is an heir apparent at Golden State if Steve Kerr is to leave.
Oh, really? Really? Okay. That's interesting. Golden State is, first of all, Steve Kerr is always one of those guys who they're like, oh, is he done? Is he just tired? Is he just going to walk away?
Let's before we go any further, if Todd Golden is in fact in the running to take over that job at Florida, what if Billy's going back to Florida?
Ooh. Now that'd be an interesting that'd be interesting.
Going home to stay. This time I ain't leaving until you fire me.
But doesn't Golden State have like Jerry Stackhouse coach? Terry Stotts is their head assistant.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think any of those guys are sticking around to be in-house guys?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Todd Golden, because if you bring in a young coach like that, you are erasing the blackboard.
Yeah.
You're starting all the way over. So if you're going to do that, bring in a young coach and grow old with him, or you did with Kerr.
Steve Kerr's kid is on the staff too.
Is he?
Yeah. Maybe he's like.
Well, don't think Steve's going to be long for out of work. He take a year off, do some TV work, and be a GM.
Yeah, that's right. He'll do the Brad Stevens route.
Yeah.
Just say, or Pat Riley. I don't get on the floor and coach anymore. I just make decisions.
I'll open an office for you, Steve. Come on back to San Antonio. We'll find a spot for
what you guys are doing wrong. All right. Well, I had one more story that I wanted to get. You know what? I'm going to get to it anyway. I'm going to take my time. 911 calls came in yesterday in Simi Valley, California, after a monstrous explosion that set off alarms, and it was like, well, what the hell's going on? Well, worry not, people. Everybody thought that a plane had crashed yesterday. It was the final day of filming on Jackass, Best and Last. So Johnny Knoxville came out and said, hey, don't worry, guys. This is the last day of Jackass filming. They are doing their final Jackass movie. I didn't know they were doing another one.
I'm surprised they can survive another movie. Dude, those guys are all in their 50s.
If you see Johnny Knoxville now, he looks like he is. He looks like he's 70. He looks like the grandpa, which by the way, the funniest. Oh, I don't know. It's top 2 funniest. There's 2 all-time hilarious Jackass skits.
Okay.
One is where the guy shows up at the doctor and he's got the race car and the condom and it's already up in his.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, The doctor looks at his X-ray like,
what the heck?
Yeah, see that?
Dude, that's drawing the short straw in the
I like the big hand.
And then there's one where this guy pretends to be a terrorist. He thinks he's the guy who's like playing the trick, but turns out they put the prank on him, and they like whoop his ass and throw him in the trunk.
Oh,
He thinks he's gonna die.
He's really.
And then at the end, he finds out that he's like the terrorist beard they made for him was made of all their pubes, and they like glued their pubes to his face. But my favorite one
Don't
is
ever do that to me.
where Johnny Knoxville, where they dress up as like a really old Johnny Knoxville dresses up as a really old guy. And he's got the fake balls just hanging out of his shorts. Like he's walking through it. Like it's just like, people are like, oh my God. It's just like they're hanging like a foot below his shorts line, and he just acts like he doesn't notice.
That's cold, man.
And somebody's like, hey, sir, you're get out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that makes me. Jackass 2 I watched in the theater, and I laughed so hard. I was like, when I left, I was physically ill. Like my face hurt, my stomach hurt from laughing. I was like, It was a life-changing laugh that I had for almost 2 hours straight watching Jackass 2 in the theater. All right, let's take our last break of the day. When we come back, we will take a look at the daily lines. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Spring Black Friday is on at the Home Depot. Save on grills and patio sets that will be sure to bring your hosting game up a notch. Fire up your feast with help from the Home Depot and save on grills. Like the Next Grill 4-burner propane gas grill was $249, now in special buy for $199. Or give everyone the best seat in the yard with the Hampton Bay Mayfield Park 4-piece conversation set for only $399. Save on grills and patio sets with low prices guaranteed during Spring Black Friday only at the Home Depot. Now through April 22nd while supplies last. Exclusions apply. See homedepot.com/price match for details.
On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. On top of home and auto, Progressive protects your boat, RV, and motorcycle so you can explore the unknown.
Actually, we just take the RV to the same campground every year.
Well, maybe you can catch your own dinner on your boat.
Oh, we can actually get pizza delivered there from this brick oven place we love.
Will you at least try a new topping?
Honestly, probably not. We kind of have a go-to order.
Fine. Just bundle home or auto insurance with your outdoor vehicles with Progressive and stay protected when you go, I guess, where you've gone before. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Harry Douglas here to tell you about Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy. It tastes just like the best birthday cake ever. Vanilla, buttery, frosting vibes. It's basically a party in a bottle. And here's the best part. All cake, no sugar. And you know I love my cake. So I get that big birthday energy without any sugar guilt. The bottle's small, easy to toss in my bag, and perfect when I need a quick, tasty caffeine boost to cakeify my day. The Funfetti flavor is back on 5hourenergy.com or Amazon. Crack open a Confetti Craze 5-Hour Energy shot today.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home.
At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a warehouse operations manager.
Where are the forklifts?
Sold them. Too expensive. We're using scooters now.
So you expect us to move a 2-ton pallet on a scooter?
Just lean into it. Put your back into it, people.
This is your job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
We did it all for the nookie. So you can take that cookie and stick it up your 112. Came into this world as a reject, Vic. Come on.
I think it's a
in my
clean
brain.
burger.
Everyone that learns has to learn from the pain. Hey, my girlie ran away with my pay. Hey, now she's stuck with my homie that she... Oh, lump in my throat. Like a chump.
I just saw you can order the Spurs T-shirts from the other night.
Oh, really?
If you weren't there, you can get them online.
I want that the Puro Pinche Spurs shirt.
You're going to have to go down to military.
I want that one. I haven't seen it yet. If I see one, I'm getting one, baby. Yeah. But only if it's black and silver. It's got to be silver and black. I can't wear that one yellow. All right, let's do the daily lines, Vic.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
Your San Antonio Spurs are 11-point favorites tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers. I think the Blazers cover 11. I think it's a comfortable win. I think it's a 7-8 point win. But I'd take the Blazers plus 11 or 11.5s are out there as well. So
take the first half. They're going to start fast as they always do.
Yep, that's first quarter because you know Wemby's going to be on the floor for most of it. The Spurs aren't the biggest favorite of the night, though. Celtics are 14.5 point favorites against the Philadelphia 76ers.
I'm not a fan.
I can't go against the Celtics if Embiid's not playing.
I do want to see at some point Embiid do a Willis Reed.
I know. Get your ass out there, dude.
You don't have to play for long. Just walk out and act like you're going to do something.
Yes.
And maybe you'll get your guys fired up. But this, isn't he? You know he's not with a 14-point line.
What about the Houston Rockets, 5-point favorites in L.A.? You think they bounce back?
I think they are, and it's not so much that I think they can play much better. I think Durant certainly makes a difference. But
is he going to play? Do we know?
Well, obviously by that number, they think he is.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you give him a 5-point favorite and he's not going to play. But it's more about I don't think L.A. can shoot that way again. Like, I don't think Kennard and the other kid that hit a couple are going to be in a position to do that again.
DeAndre Ayton played really well. Oh, you know what we got to do? Where's Vic?
He
had to go use the restroom?
Vacated the premises.
Oh, well, we got to do the double dong challenge. So I will give you the Astros line. The Astros, Ryan Weiss going for the Astros, Parker Messick for the Guardians. Cleveland is minus 150. And the Rangers tonight, let's see, who's pitching for them? Kumar Rocker going for the Rangers. Carmen Mlodzinski going for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And you know the deal on the double dong challenge. You pick a Rangers hitter, and if they hit a home run tonight, you get tickets. If they hit 2, you'll get upgraded seats and a hotel stay.
I guess we could load up the lines, and he'll pick them up.
That's right, yeah. So 210-656-3776.
I'd go with Evan Carter.
Is that who you'd pick?
That's who I'd pick today.
Okay. Let's go with caller. How many lines do we have?
Plenty.
Let's go with caller number 2, Vic. Double dong challenge. Caller number 2. You hear me?
Yeah. Caller number 2. Double dong.
All right. There you go. And finally, in the NHL tonight, the Canadiens take on the Lightning. Lightning minus 185. The Bruins are at the Sabres. Sabres are minus 175. Golden Knights minus 155 hosting the Utah Mammoth. Colorado Avalanche are minus 300 hosting the LA Kings. Dowd for the Golden Knights told that guy at the end of the game that took a cheap shot on him.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to bleeping kill you. Covered in blood. I hope he finds him tonight, and I hope he kills him. I hope there's murder in the hockey game, and we see it live on television.
Good.
All right, that does it for us. Unless there's a disqualification for that, I think you would still be able to win. Blitz comes up at 2. Give them a listen. They'll be on until 6. That's Jason. That's Joe. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody, on a hump day.
Riding the work with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. It's the Morning Huddle, KTFM Floresville.
Hey everybody, Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, spring is a great time to open your windows, and wait, your windows won't open? They leak? They're cracked? They need repainting again? You know, getting top quality custom fit windows from Window Nation is easy and affordable. During the More You Buy, the More You Save sale, you could save up to 50% off. Plus, you could get them with 0% interest for 5 years. During uncertain times, one of the best investments you can make is in your home. So visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
San Antonio has a drinking problem, and it's getting worse every day. More and more people are on the bottle. This is Rob Thompson for Connecticut Quality Water Systems of San Antonio and the Hill Country, and I want to help you get off the bottle. The plastic water bottle, that is. I don't blame you. Tap water has that off taste, but buying bottled water over and over is like losing in the first round every single week. You keep paying, you keep hauling it home, and the bottled water companies keep hauling your money to the bank. There's a better way out there. Right now, when you buy Connecticut water softener, you get a K5 reverse osmosis drinking station free. It's installed right in your kitchen sink. It's like having a bottled water machine at home without the bottles. Pure, clean, great tasting water. The K5 helps remove the contaminants and reduce the stuff that messes with taste and odor. Do what Dave Ramsey recommends. Do what I do. Make the wise investment. Call Connecticut today, 210-656